Not gonna lie, I almost didn't hit the button today. We have one matchup. Should still be fun. We've got Woodham's M&K #1, God tier POV. But yeah, I don't know. Feeling kind of sleepy. I was thinking maybe I shouldn't do it. I hit it anyway. We're here. No going back now. No optic, no SSG, no phase, no SR. Everybody's missing today. Brandon, how we doing? Christopher, welcome. Let's get it. I couldn't just not go live. We do have a matchup. All right, we also have C9 and Boo Boo Doo playing 8s, apparently. How we doing, guys? All right, tweets live, Discord post live. How are you nervous? How are you nervous, Barbosa? KHOI, how you doing, boy? Boy. Koi, welcome. How you doing, Smoke Breaker? Welcome. Good afternoon, Halo fans. This will be a banger matchup, right? We'll make it a banger. We're going to have fun with this. Yeah, I was thinking no stream today, to be honest. And then I saw Woodham go live, and I thought, maybe we should watch Woodham's POV. That's something different. We haven't done that in a while. Jay, what's up, brother? Welcome. Thank you for the thumbnail. Chase, how you doing? Game Sir came in. Can't wait to see the difference. Cool. Hopefully you like it, man. Happy Thursday. Another great day to watch some solid scrims. Let's get it. Rubik's, how you doing? I got featured in Halo HQ. Oh, yeah? Let's start the stream with that. Let's start the stream with whatever that is. Oh, there's the Optic podcast as well. I did listen to it. It was pretty good. It was entertaining. Oh. 100% blanks? It's the end of the game that we witnessed from Lucid's POV yesterday, right? Thanks, Jay. Something like that? As if you can't get enough of me. It's like 5 attempts. Yeah, we got to find a way to wake up, bro. I need high tier Halo to wake me up, man. How you doing, Sens? An SSG optic on their second attempt. It goes in. I see you, Jay. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Not like this, bro. Not like this. Wait, was it? It was not blanks, though, right? This guy in the comments said it was blanks. Hey, Briggsy, how you doing? Miss. No hit. Okay. Miss. 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 Hit. Yeah, that was fair game, bro. That was fair game right there. He hit 2 body shots. Oh my god. Yeah, this guy in the comments. That wasn't a turn on. 100% blanks. Oh my word. Shot 5, missed 3, hit 2 bodies. Something like that, right? That's cope. That's cope. Safe to say the game was over. How you doing, Sharpsy? The game was already over, and Lucid, in his mind, knew it, I think. That's what I chalk it up to. They knew at that point there was no coming back. Right? It was like a few seconds away from being done. 20 seconds away from being done. There was no humanly possible opportunity to pick up the bomb from center map, rotate it into the base, plant it, get this shit capped. He checked out. He checked out of the gunfight. All right, so if you're just tuning in, hello, welcome, happy Thursday, Ralphie boy, Quentin. More Halo, in case you're not already sick of it. We've got TSM and Nemesis on a money scrim, I think, bro. I don't actually know if there's money down, but it'd be kind of cool if that was the case. They're taking a pause in between games. I believe it is 2-1 right now. Let me move my... There we go. Jeremy Mayers, thank you for the YouTube follow. Welcome. The one treat today, the big difference in comparison to what we're used to seeing, is we've got Woodham's M&K God POV. Okay, this guy is the #1 ranked, I guess, M&K player. He's a pro player on M&K, and he actually does damage at, top 6 level of Halo, which is unprecedented for M&K. So we're going to scope that out, see if there's anything kind of unique and exciting about his POV. And if you play M&K, maybe a little source of inspiration to keep grinding. He's a young player. He's a new player. He's played 1 year of Infinite. Travis, thank you for the follow. I think he's played 1 competitive year of Infinite. His first major, he got top 6. And I believe he's 18. Do I play other games? At the moment, not really, to be honest. I'm looking into Marathon. Marathon's got the reveal on Saturday, right? We got a Marathon reveal on Saturday. All right, so this is... hold on. See, I don't really like that it's an extraction shooter, though. Are you guys with me on that? Or I was hoping it would be like somewhat like a Halo experience. I feel like it's going to be, I don't know, just really grindy. In a way that's like not as competitive as I'd like it to be, you know? You like my reaction? I didn't even say anything. I guess it's the lack of commentary that made it entertaining. You think you're on Woodham's level? We'll find out today. Time to, I was gonna say walk the talk. I don't know. I can't see your POV. We'll put it to the test though. You could watch and see what you think. I don't know, Radiant. How you doing, brother? Thank you for the consistency, man, on letting the viewers know, man. You've been killing it, Radiant. If you guys are hanging out on the YouTube broadcast, we need likes now more than ever, right? We need the likes. Nobody's going to watch this stream if we don't get likes, bro. It's not Optic. Bemmy, how you doing, bro? Welcome. I'll be honest. I'm a little, I came into the stream a little lethargic today. Once again, the matchup isn't exactly the one that's going to, bring all the viewers, but I think it'll be a good one regardless. This in the right corner is Boo Boo Doo Boo playing Money 8s, which is pretty cool. It's like complexity players. We got C9 player. It looks like a money scrim, if anything. It looks like a money scrim, bro. It's like C9 versus complexity, maybe. Thank you, Sentient. Can't believe SSG got cooked yesterday. Yeah, in disbelief, huh? It definitely didn't go as expected. Didn't go as expected, did it? How you doing, Dizzy? Let's go EU. Yeah, so that's the other thing about this team. So Nemesis, of course, our #1 ranked European Halo team. They are in NA boot camping together right now. Not sure what their setup looks like. I don't know what I just did. I think I refreshed by accident. For some reason, we got a pause between matches. I could put Boo Boo up in the background just for the sake of it, but Optic defeated SSG 11-4 yesterday. Dark. There's no Mrs. Shyway. No. I'm dating somebody, but we're, I wouldn't say Mrs. Shyway, no. Yeah, it was sweaty. But yeah, I think there's a question mark with this Nemesis team and their potential. They got, I believe, 13 or 12-2'd by Optic a couple days ago. They started the scrim pretty confident. It was competitive, but later on, there was a large gap between them. That said, I think with some time, adjusting to the time zones, you know, jet lag and whatnot, and the proper LAN environment, I still have faith that this Nemesis team can do a lot of damage. This feels like the ultimate Dark Horse Halo matchup. TSM, I'd say, is like a top 5 on paper, and they have the capacity to defeat the top teams on LAN, at least some of them. I don't know about SR, but they've taken games off Optic, they take games off SSG, they give these teams some trouble, you know? Nemesis, at the same time, I think could do similar amounts of damage, right? This is kind of a good, even matchup on paper. It's currently 2-1. I'm not sure what the holdup is. They're leading the scrim right now. They just won the Aqua Assault. Who is better, Nemesis or LG? I would say Nemesis, personally, just based off of, like, accolades, accomplishments. Yeah, LG is largely unproven, right? They're playing nicely online, but their LAN statistics don't quite match up. They could definitely do damage this year as well, but we don't have a precedent for LG like we have a precedent for the boys on Nemesis. Slow day. Considering the bar that is Optic Gaming, you know, set by Optic, and the standards, you know, we've been hitting recently with, you know, SSG Optic matching up, had the SR Optic matchup not too long ago. Safe to say we set the bar high. Today's a little more relaxed by comparison. I was thinking we should have fun with it regardless. Once the games get going, we can watch some high-tier M&K POV. I think we'll make it enticing. Hoping SSG play a bit better come next weekend. Yeah, it's a day-to-day thing, right? Like, I try not to take one scrim performance and, you know, make an assumption about the entire team's capability, whether they play well or badly, right? Like, they played well on the Sunday. They didn't play very well on just yesterday. Always fascinating to watch Woodham. I agree. I haven't seen a lot of his POV either. Something completely unique in comparison to any other pro we get to witness. There's a few M&K, like high-tier, I guess, pro players from Australia on Mindfreak, right? I haven't seen them too much either, like Scoob and I think Rice. But safe to say Woodham is a treat. Top 10 and top 15? What are we talking about? Are known to be top players. I don't know where I would rank them. In Europe, they're like top 5. What do these girls? Why are you saying these girls like plural? What do you... This man thinking I'm some sort of Riz master. I don't know. She doesn't care. Dark. You know, as long as I work hard, I got something I'm passionate about and ambitions and whatnot. That's all that really matters. It's important to me that, you know, whoever I date appreciates or respects what I do. They don't have to be gamers. What's the org? Announcement. Genji Gold. I've never heard of this org. I feel like I've heard of Genji. Genji. Ryan Noob got a sponsor. Okay. Cool. Ryan Noob, King Nick, Breaking Shot, and Common is the roster, right? They were called Reversal Perfy. They've got an org. I don't know too much about it, but good to see some representation for the team, and they can get their flights and whatnot. I think that stuff gets comped anyway, just because of their... If they make it into pool play directly. Are they in pool play? They got to be, what? In the top 10, I think. Yeah, if you get into pool play directly, does HCS not comp your hotel travel expenses? I thought that was a thing. OG, thank you, man. Not sure what you're referring to, but I appreciate it. Pull out the phone and be like, I promise I make money. Look at this. No. That's it. I don't have to. Wait, what? Look, man. Just be a vibey guy, okay? Gotta like me for me. That's it. If we got good chemistry, we got good chemistry. It's that simple. No wallet involved. At least based off last year. Yeah, that's what I thought, Freiberg. Made a big deal on the broadcast for the last Open Series about how their expenses would be paid if they did well. Who made a big deal about it? Even some open bracket? I don't know about that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you make it into pool play, I'm pretty sure that they get that coverage at the very least, so they could go to the event. Like, imagine making pool play and then having to pay to get to the event that you, like, earned your placement for. It seems so odd. The LVT casters made a big deal on the broadcast for last Open Series about how their expenses would be paid if they did. Wait, what do you mean? Envy should pick up TD roster? Bro, I mean, yeah, look, I would like to see that. Have we been looking at the stats recently? Not to just, like, call these guys out. They got 8-1 by Nemesis the other day. They got 10-5 by Luminosity. Triggers down, like, they should be playing better, you know? Like, I don't know what's going on. Just based off of, like, some of the scrim stats I'm seeing. Is it, like, online? Is it... Oh, no, now they're sending these to me. Oh, no. Hey, guys, do you know what these are? Is it... I didn't actually look it up on this PC, though, did I? La Boo Boos, you guys heard of these? My girl likes these. They got 14-1 by the Shopify. 12-1 by Optic. It just ain't looking pretty on the scrim stats. Here. This is ridiculous. This is not mine, but I'm holding on to it while she's in Asia for the next 3 weeks. That's one of her Labubus. They are expensive, bro. This is like a, I don't know if it's like a new thing. Like, apparently Rihanna's got one of these on her purse. You guys have heard about these? Nobody knows what this is. How you doing, Zach? If I consider doing 8s with viewers, I have done 8s with viewers proper. It's been a little bit, but we've definitely done it. All right. See, that's the thing. It's like, if she can respect my gaming, then I can respect these little things. All right? That's it. That's all that matters. Wait, he got offline. No way.
It's never coming back, bro. This is the closest thing that's gonna come to that. You can count the Berserk Deluxe volumes.
What's happening?
Sorry, Jesse, bro. The Scrim shocked. Mikey just had an emergency, so
Oh, no.
we lost. It's all over. According to Reddit.
Oh, bro.
I know, disgruntled. RP Hill 5.
Okay. Drunk is getting off. He's saying that Soul Snipe had an emergency. I'm not sure what the issue is.
Guys, have a good day.
Damn, that sucks. Damn. Yuzi. Is this a scrim? You think I did? I cursed it? No way. This is Scrims with Spartan and Boo Boo. C9 and, we gotta make a new thumbnail for this, though. He's saying it's Pro 8. Damn, bro. Well, I hope Soul Snipe is okay, but not gonna lie, I was looking forward to the Wooden POV. Everything I'm doing is clickbait now. I gotta do all different thumbnails and titles. Optic don't have scrims today. Are we chalked today, chat? Should I just get off and do something else? I wanted to see M&K today, bro. I literally... That was the thumbnail and title.
I spawned Silo. Like, look at camo. L2, L2. L2 mental.
Boo with the headband means business.
Needles in the shroud party. And yellow door guys.
He's ready to run a marathon, huh?
Yellow door guys. I'm going mid. I'm cutting mid.
I could rank grind. Maybe.
I'm dead. I'm in B. We gotta get BNA. Get BNA. Go stacks and top terror.
Yeah, it's just Scrim.
Top terror kill me. I died. Needles again. One shot. Needles dead.
Boo Boo's been putting the work in for sure.
We have a triple cap.
Inside and outside the game,
I'm
yeah.
spawning in two. One's long haul. I spawn A. We need the map.
I play M&K. You can watch me play. Only thing is I'm terrible. L Bag Gamer Official. Thank you for the follow.
Seb, I'm with you, Seb. Big red sniping. He grappled in.
Oh my god.
Tower, turbine.
Precision just diving in. And I guess it works out in his favor because Sparty picks up the pieces. Mental going to take his kill as well. It's looking like an AB hold for complexity.
I spawn in tower. One could be on you. What's up, Red?
Blood pressure is rising.
I told it. What's up, then?
What, just thinking about playing ranked? Slush, how you doing, brother?
Needles and A Calwood. And Needles.
We just play?
I'm
I'm checked now, bro. Number one Latin team is scrimming the number one A and Z team right now. We can watch, but yeah, but is it live? Is there high level M&K Scoobmeister? I could just bait him with a different M&K player.
Elledge.
It's just the one POV from
I'm going back to C. I'm one shot.
Envor has a team with Scrims.
Do we have my cross? Okay, that's fine.
It's Drift. Drift has a Scrim from the top Latam team.
Netting glass. Glass. 2 1 shots glass, guys. One shot. Wongo. Hus.
I don't know a lot about Mind Freak either. Swift is like, oh, about them being live. Yeah. That's a shame.
We still have C, guys. I'm gonna go to C.
Shock rifle inbound.
Bryce POV, yeah, his POV is nasty. I agree. Remember Wes hyping up Precision? You think he's remotely close to likes of Last Shot or Cycle? He was in the conversation last year as like that like Last Shot level talent for sure. And his POV always looks super cracked out in the LAN tournaments and whatnot when we watch him. I think Sentinels just didn't quite work out. They didn't hit the expectations we had of him ever since he joined. And he didn't quite steal the spotlight, maybe because of it. Like, I still believe in his individual ability. And he tends to have, like, really high accuracy and damage precision in the lobbies he plays in. But for whatever reason, he hasn't stood out like Last Shot. I think it's more just because of the placements, tournament placements, and maybe lack of, like, a stream presence. I don't know. SR not been scrimming lately? So SR, the intel that I've gotten is that they are moving to some sort of like boot camp right now. SR. There's HQ, like a Shopify HQ, I think in Toronto, which would be cool if that's what they're doing. Kind of a weird way to do things though, to go from US to Canada to Arlington. I'm not sure if that's what they're doing, but I heard that they're getting together in some HQ for like a boot camp. There will be SR scrims at the end of the week, which I guess is tomorrow. The week's going by real quick. But yeah, on Friday, there's a Nemesis versus SR scrim apparently. Hopefully Woodham streams again tomorrow, and then we can bait you again. Shopify HQ. Last Shot said they're going to Toronto. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Bro, there's a Shopify HQ in my city. We should be trying to get the... We should be Shopify fans. I picked the wrong team.
Last guy was C-plat. 2 up. Party in precision. Hey, need to get the red.
Charlie and Ludwig need to bring H1 to USA. Go and intrude. I gotta go look it up, figure out where it is. Hire me now. Sponsor me. To pay them a visit. I don't even exist to those guys, do I? Knock on the door. Gotta hit him with my business proposition.
MB again. Dead. One stacks the bottom mid and one's A. I'm behind you, man. I'm behind you, don't I?
Can always change. Never too late to change allegiance. You're right. I could flip flop. I could pull a Tony. I could have multiple jerseys on underneath my T-shirt.
I don't know.
Depending on who's winning, I just put on the correct jersey.
Yo, MB and Sneaky.
Shot by Stocko up if SR wins grands. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sure. What do you mean? Like, overall as an org? I don't know. But, like, they're stock in Halo Esports? 100%. They're the best team. If they win.
I'm dead.
Boo fighting Ghost for a second there, getting punched or beat down by Sparty. Everyone dying on C9. Trip cap for complexity. C9 having trouble. C9 have tied FaZe and Scrims recently. You'd think they'd have the favor in this Scrim. I have no idea what the score is.
I brought 2 shot. Husk. Camo and B. And needles, the other guy. 2 to run, 1 shot. 1 is camo.
Yeah. If they saw my biases, I guess they would never hire me, huh?
Let's see pot, Colin. And top tower behind us.
3 gears, 5 tourneys in a row, then retired to play Halo. He learned quick. Yeah, he's definitely talented.
Going solo.
And picking it up finally. They're definitely making progress.
Batteries.
I still don't feel them to be like a real threat, you know, like a dark horse level threat yet. But they're inching up the scoreboard, the leaderboard. Something like that. I think Sparty will be back with a vengeance on land. I hope he has a good tournament. What FOV am I on now? I haven't changed my FOV since like launch. I'm on 102. Watch parties will bring crazy eyes to the scene. I know that at least Charlie plans to do some. He's already done. Yeah,
he's hiding.
That'd be cool. It definitely bring viewers. They don't have any real background or interest in Halo though, so it's like, what kind of viewership are they bringing to the esport? You know, like, it'd be nice to see people come watch and like appreciate it and be like, I want to be a fan of Halo now, but part of me feels like the viewership that'll be probably will be just a bunch of like, I don't know, OG. Not even necessarily OG fans, but just like critics of the franchise, you know, just looking for reasons to attack it. Voice critical, yeah. Put up a 1v1 video, Renegade Bound to Legend. I saw that it was on my timeline. I also saw he had like a Dashi video or something. Druck's been playing really good right now, so TSM looking like a threat. TSM do look like a threat, but that's not surprising to me.
I actually don't know how I didn't kill like Husk class like when we had that CA's head up set up.
17-13 at a Sparty in that game.
Like double naded him and shot him a million times.
Best players can be garbage and the worst players can be great, especially online. Wait, what? It's not that bad. If you're a good player, it'll be clear. If you're a bad player, it's clear. You know what I mean? Like, Alien Anarchy. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. I don't know. I mean, the game's got a lot of BS, but generally speaking, like, the best players shine as the best for a reason. Like, they're actually talented. And I think, especially with ranked matchmaking, people will get stuck in certain places. Maybe you hit a plateau, but like your rank is generally where you should be, just based off of my experience, like watching people's POVs at every rank. Or Turtle, how you been, man? Yeah, guys, I don't know what's happening now. So Druck ended his stream, Woodham ended his stream. The whole Scrim is done. Soul Snipe had some sort of emergency. I'm not really sure what the issue was, and hopefully he's okay. But I guess the Scrim was chalked in 3 games, bro. We went live. We didn't see any of it. It was 2-1. Nemesis, they had just won the Assault Aqua, and now we're watching Sparty, I guess. I'm a little turned around. I'm not going to lie. I didn't anticipate this. Went live. Think we watched the M&K. #1 M&K Demon, bro. Hit up Bryce to throw a stream up for the Mind Freak Scrim. I'll watch some if he puts it up. Yeah, I believe that, drummer. You could be on a 60 FPS Xbox setup and get Onyx for sure if you're a good player. think Forbidden might be the best CTF map in Infinite. It's aight. Let's go Sparty. Not anticipating Boo Boo behind him right there, though. Or Manny, whoever that was. Completely ruined his flow. What is this FOV? Good question. Is it low? It seems like a low FOV, right? Nah, it might be like 105. Might be like 105. Septify with 3. Bomb getting planted. Sparta the only guy alive. Not much you could do about it. C9 giving him trouble on this map. You at least need a legit gaming chair. Yeah, that'll change everything. For the record, though, if you're like sitting on a couch and lounging and playing this game, you know, and not actually, you don't actually have like a posture. You're not, you know, like 2 to 3 feet from your monitor with a wired controller or something like that. Like, it all does impact your performance. Mental with an over, apparently. Seems like 110 to me. Watching it seem FOV seems lower. I always look at their reticle and use the reticle as a gauge, right? So like the size of the reticle looks larger than it would be for 110. I think, at least. I don't know. It could be between 105 and 110. Husky Ray Bomb? I haven't even tried it. Is it good? Just changing your posture does change, like, the... I would assume, like, the chemicals in your brain, you know, gets you to focus up a little bit more. Instead of sitting on, like, a couch and leaning back, like, just the amount of actual focus that you're putting into hitting your shots and whatnot is completely different. No, Woodham. I know, Sour. We might play some ranked or something. We had Woodham POV, we had Druck POV, and the scrim ended early. There was an issue. It's 107? It definitely could be. Should we just change all the titles and the thumbnail or something? Bro. Holy shit, Sparty. 3. That's all. That's an insane chow. That was so unnecessary. Like, man hits the G slide off the box into the face of a spawner. Like, he saw him before he committed to the G slide. I'm pretty sure, right? He just did it anyway. Looks higher than yours and you play on 110? No way. Really? That's a 108 reticle? Alright, I don't even know. Meanwhile, I'm on 102. I'm on some sort of boomer FOV, apparently. Last shot's on 104, and he's like one of the youngest guys in the league, right? So if he can be on 104, then I'm not worried about it. Clean up. It's gonna be hard to get anything done as a solo player in the base here. Precision got a trade at the very least on Sab, but he's got to somehow live. Win that nasty flick down on Manny. He knows the drop is coming. Manny could have hit him with the late jump right there. Jump back up. Might have thrown Sparty's aim off. Good survival at the back of the base, though, giving his team an opportunity to come back and secure a plant, you would think. The bomb got reset. He nades Huss. Is that like... That looked on purpose, bro. Looked like he was trying to stick Huss. Like a kamikaze attack, you know? Like Huss is going in to fight his opponent. And there's no surviving it if he gets the beatdown, right? Ruben God uses a boomer FOV? Yeah. It's not the size of the FOV, okay? It's how you use it, bro. Yeah, Boo Boo calls himself a movement god. Apparently on his Twitch, I don't know if he's like trolling, but it says movement god. Doesn't Boo Boo play on like 80 FOV or something? Or he did for a period of time. I'm not sure what the emergency was. Soul Snipe had to go for some reason. I'm not sure. Aid Vulch, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Check on the marathon. Yeah, I think I will check out the marathon reveal on Saturday. It's at, what, like 1 p.m. Eastern? Might go live, watch it, and then no idea what's happening after that.
Good shooting, Spartan.
Currently on a 3-stream streak. Let's go, Pickle.
Plasma grenades acquired. Bomb taken.
This is good. Good opportunity. Complexity. Up 2-1 in bomb. I got 3 dead for a second there. Sparty gets a whiff of a sniper. He's going for it. Not the ball holder anymore. That's a tight angle. Wow. Getting a nade through that angle is crazy because the nade comes out your left hand, right? So you got to, like, weave it. The body shot, nading his teammates again. 2 dead here. Causing a big 1v1 fight out front courtyard. Sab wins it. Mental gets the trade. From center map, can he block the angle? That ego shell's coming in for good reason. Septify gets the pick. And that was enough of a stagger. Sparty trying to plant it. They have to find a way to get rid of Septify there. That's a big save. 10 a.m. PST. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern. Right. Been watching HCS for a few years. Only just started tuning into my content. Cool. Thank you, Jeremy. No problem, man. Yeah, I mean, the consistency's been helpful, I think. A lot of new people have been discovering the content. It's showing up on the YouTube homepage for some people, too, which is really cool. I love doing this. I'm sorry about the clickbait today, though. I thought we were actually watching Woodham. Some shenanigans. Ooh. Sparty's definitely a nasty POV.
This is the way.
A lone bastard.
This is the way.
Thank you for the follow. All good, brother. I'll keep you company. The boomer offsets? What, Sparty? His offsets do look kind of boomerish, don't they? The center screen offset just gives me like boomer vibes for some reason. Welcome, Willow. What's up, Levity? How do you achieve that slide from trippy corner to C-plat on recharge? On top of the box to C-plat, you sprint off the box and time crouch in the air before making contact with the floor. Which will hit you. You'll get a curb slide if you time it correctly, and then jump to C-plat to carry the momentum. Just stand on the box, sprint, slide before you touch the floor. That's it. Jump. Oh, yeah, Boo Boo's old offsets. Yeah. His BR took up like a third of his screen at least.
This is the way.
You had to be there.
This is the way.
Block Monster. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Feel free to come chill here for the evening, guys. I guess I'm going to change the title. I don't know. I'm still in disbelief. I'm in shock, bro.
Target spotted.
I was convinced. I'm just throwing words out there. I'm not really in shock. I was just hoping we'd see TSM versus Nemesis. C9 versus Complexity. I'm not sure what the score is, but it's over. This game, at least. I was excited to watch Woodham, bro. Damn.
Objective incoming. Objective ready.
Yeah, standard G slide. Time slide. Slight bit later for longer slides. Sure. Yeah, depending on the timing of your slide off the object, you get different results, right? The earlier the slide, the shorter the boost. War Turtle, no way.
Halo right there. That is just
Damn good Halo.
Oh my god.
All right, if there's one way to pick up the vibe, safe to say War Turtle's figured it out. That's 12 gifted. Holy crap, bro. Thank you so much, War Turtle. You're a goat, man. Secret, Mouse's Uzi, Rubik's Cube, PT Penguin, Popular Roach, Damon, Flacco Nasty, Humerax, Arkham, Silent Shots. Wait, did we just hit the goal? I see what you did. You just put us straight up to 1,400. Philip, and that's what counts. Welcome to the way. You can thank War Turtle. This man is a goat. Been a goat for a long time at this rate. At this point, bro. So goated, I'm getting sweaty. Now, these are not related. As much as I like this sweater, I'm going to take it off. And as the stream goes on, we'll take more clothing off, depending on how well Sparty plays Halo, right? That's an important component. War Turtle, I appreciate you, brother. You're a goat. Thank you so much, man. Welcome, guys. This guy's a legend. Do I dare raise the goal again, though? Trying to rebuild the 1,500, bro. Okay, hold on. Do we stick with Sparty for a bit?
Oh, that is just good
Blockmonster.
Halo right there. That is just damn
good Halo.
My god.
First time sub, Blockmonster. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub, man. Welcome. Words are escaping me, chat. We got Oddball Streets. Where is it? Complexity and wait, the Gen G happened a different day. 4-1 Complexity versus C9. Damn. Coots.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
Oh my god.
All right, I feel the energy now. I feel it. You guys want me to wake up. Coots, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. I appreciate it, brother. Welcome back. 4 months. Let's go. Let's make a new 4.
That is just good
1
Halo right there.
C9.
That is just damn good Halo.
My god. I'm not 147. 2 months and a 2-month streak. Let's get it. Welcome back. I love you guys. I'm going to change the goal. I'm going to make it 1425.
This is the way.
And we're going to lock in.
This is the way.
Man, sub him before he follows.
This is the way.
Somehow sub him for 2 months before he follows. Let's go. I'm not. I appreciate it, man.
That is just
It's
good
still
Halo
happening.
Right there. That is just damn good Halo.
My god. Hype train, baby. Abe with the 2-month resub. Thank you, Abe. You guys are goated. Appreciate it, Abe. Welcome. All right, we'll get a new graphic made. We'll just do C9 complexity and lock into this. For YouTube. We're going to change the YouTube title. Tomorrow is, I believe, SR versus Nemesis. So, yeah, apparently Soul Snipe had some sort of emergency or something, and they had to end the scrim early. They ended it after Game 3. So it was like a 2-1 Nemesis scoreline. I was hoping to watch Woodham's POV. He was live just a second ago. He got off, so we're gonna change the thumbnail. Switch to Complexity C9. Tomorrow is SR and Nemesis, meaning Woodham might be streaming tomorrow. Maybe we can watch his POV up against, you know, the gauntlet that is Shopify, Last Shot, etc. It'd be cool if we saw multiple SR POVs from the HQ. That would be quality content, but we'll see. Comment on YouTube. Appreciate the content. I'll keep at it, Blockmonster. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, man. Oh my god!
That's just good Halo right
Wait!
there. That is just damn good Halo.
My god! War Turtle says, no, you don't get to make a goal. You just... This man hits it immediately. 21 gifted out of War Turtle. Holy shit. Fear, Osiris, HS, Chase, Spike, Ruby, Evan, your boy, Saiyan, Bastos, Mutan, Bebuj, Cali, Crazy, J2 Westfall, Hurtful, Stratos, Popman, Steve, Mr. Christie, Stumpergood, Just 1K, and Dex. Welcome to the way. Holy shit. War Turtle's going crazy. Do I keep raising it? Do I raise it? I gotta put it out of his reach. We gotta put it like out of his reach, bro, right? War Turtle, you're so freaking goated, man. Holy shit. All right, don't you dare, man. I'm gonna put it to 1,500. Don't you dare. Gotta put it at 15,000, bro. No. Imagine. Lock in, Chad. 1469. I went big, bro. I went 15. All right. Still in round 1 here. Camo coming up. Sparty gonna play it slow. He's baiting his team. No. Volatile. Thank you for the FPS. Thank you for the follow, Volatile FPS. I appreciate it. Thank you for the added FPS on the broadcast just by following. How could you? Okay. Or Turtle, the SR of... He's the Shopify of gifted subs, for sure. He's dominating the league right now. Oh my god. The double hit P streak with mental. That's Camo that just... Yeah, Camo I think jumped over his head. Sparty with a look of confusion for a second there. Numbers advantage C9. Husk can even the odds. Gonna work off Husk, who's currently one shot bottom A. Cleaned up by Sab's nade. Leaving Sparty isolated and sandwiched. It's a Sparty sandwich. Not tasty. Let's go, Barbosa. Hell yeah. Man, War Turtle's just goated. He doesn't even say anything. He just gives subs. What's wrong with... Wait, why are you pausing?
This is the way.
There was nothing sus about what I said. That bunny. Thank you for the follow.
This is the way.
Unless you think Sparty sandwiches would be tasty? I don't know. That's the inverse. Canceled due to some sort of emergency, unfortunately. The bunny with the immediate sub? There's no way. Hold on. I saw it in advance. We're on level 7? We're on level 7 hype train. There it is, the bunny.
Oh, that is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
Oh my god.
My god, the bunny. Welcome to the way. There it is. Complexity C9. We're going to change it on YouTube, guys. I'm sorry for the bait.
We've come back from worse.
All right, done. It is now Complexity versus Cloud9 Halo Scrims on YouTube. My word. Got the family locked into the way. The whole family? Damn. Hi, family. I appreciate it, man. Welcome. Shy bait. I baited 200 of you in here. Now you got to stay. You got no choice. I can update it. I'm got to update it on the Twitter too now. I'm baiting everybody. All right, I'm updating the tweet too. Done. There's no going back. It's been done. I got a hype chest. Choo choo. Sweet. C9 take round 1. Huh. It's currently 4-1 in the scrim if you guys are just tuning in. We're in game 6. We'll see how many games they actually play out. Now there's a pause. What are you talking about? So the ball. Precision going to get his shields. Impact coming in from C here. Camo did not get burned. Precision on top of it. Sparty trying to help him. He dies. It's a hot potato. Did they burn it? It might have gotten burned. Sparty going to leave it. Kill C instead. Should be a ball setup in A here. Hi, Rag. How you doing? Got this music. Codes for a living, man. No, I think he's in security, actually. Oh my god, 2 dead. No play ball. They're going to play it now. Catch it, Sparty. Catch it. Nicely done. Puts it down immediately. He wants kills. C-spawns soon as they finish the collapse. Still 111A. Good repulse to keep him off. Yeah, Sparty timing the spawns and trying to help the team at the same time. Good awareness. Just having that 10-second counter in your head. The kill feed stays on screen for 5 seconds. Oh, no, no. Once the kill feed disappears, it's 5 seconds till spawn happens. See, Boo Boo's is playing, no problem. This is like a me issue. My PC needs an update, apparently, too. It's kind of a good way to count things in your head, though. If you're playing Slayer and the kill feed disappears, 3 seconds until spawn, player spawns. Playing Objective, 5 seconds after the kill feed disappears. Unless you just continuously wipe them out in C like this, and then everything becomes easy. Ready to ranks today, huh? They got a whole lockdown on the map here, and they're pushed up in B as well, giving really no options for the spawn system to spawn anywhere else. No problem, Michael. I think the big thing to notice is just when multiple drop like that, that's a clear indication from the game that you're in advantage state. There's only one person alive. Take space on the map. Start predicting those spawns. Man, he dead. Bro, they're rinsing them, like one after another, right? It's just like a horde of zombies continuously coming up the top of the map. It's like in Call of Duty, they got barricades set up in the windows. Not even go for camo? Just guaranteeing the win. Yeah, Sparty backs up and body blocks his ball teammate. Camo not necessary, just a couple seconds to close it. We got a tied oddball. I'm not sure what the emergency was. Rick, that's what I believe Druck said. And yeah, hopefully everything's good. Increase the kill feed notification time from 5 to... No, you can't do that. No. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Kill feed stays on screen for 10 seconds. The moment it disappears, the player spawns. Everybody probably do something like that. However, if it was on screen for 10 seconds, then... Actually, no. Like, would it result in an overcrowded kill feed? Maybe, right? Because it would stay on screen for so long. You'd have like a stack of like 6 of them or something. Yeah, Oddball Streets tends to go through. It's like a 3-rounder, you know? This map game type often does go to 3 rounds. The map is very small. It's very easy to, you know, collapse on spawns and make things mixy. Sparty trying to bait the ball. Is that Cambo that he's pre-firing? I'm assuming, right? Cambo might have been picked up by C9 here. Just shooting into blindly into planners. Oh, he dead. Narrowly surviving here. Precision comes out with a tray with Manny. Gotta pinch up C-stairs. Gets killed so quickly. Us and team up the left side here. Storming the castle. There's the left-handed nade, right? That's a perfect example. Comes out the left hand. If you're peeking out the right side, it just comes in. It like hits you in the face. Narrowly avoided having to stream ranked. Back into the game rage. I don't rage relentless. It's not. It's way less entertaining than rage. I just get like quiet and like down on myself. It's like not, you know, just like chalk the vibes. If I rage, then it would actually be like a source of entertainment. I don't have the capacity for rage, apparently. Too kind-hearted. Just be that chill guy. Yeah, just gotta be a chill guy. My hands in my pockets while I play Halo, you know? Yeah, the ping thing floods the kill feed, doesn't it? Donate bits for sad violin chords. I'm a Canadian. Yeah, what could I say, Salacious? It's in my nature. Precision with an easy pinch. Working off of Sparty's damage. Here comes another one. That's just good teamwork right there. A little bait and switch action. Boo Boo dies shortly after Sparty wasting no time getting the ball rotate to A. Watching that B flank. None of his teammates occupy that side of the map. So he knows that that side could be hit first. Or at least they need intel there more than the right side.
Halfway to victory.
Yeah, I apologize when I get points in Halo. So I feel bad for the other team, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to offend the other team by capping the flag. So I got to make sure that I'm, you know, apologetic just in case. Uh-oh, no play ball off this. Yeah, they dropped 2 dead real quickly. Sparty didn't get a chance to play it. Remaining 2 on complexity get walled off here. Waiting for their spawners to come up and get in the action. Precision kill Sab. Open C spawn for Sparty. 2 players, one on the C stairs as well. Oh, okay. Maybe not looking for him. Narrow survival at a Sparty in tires. Camo now up. He's got to find a way to get back involved with it.
Nearing victory. Ball dropped.
Good bait position.
We have the ball.
Double dilemma. He's got a player in B and a player on the camo. And he keep track of both. Oh, that's a teammate. Trades at the very least, but it should be a C9 camo. It is a C9 camo. He's got death cam on it. Not that it matters. His whole team is dead. Still watching him with death cam. This is really important intel. Just picked up stickies, and he's got a teammate in red room watching that, right? That's the power of death cam right there.
Enemy has the ball.
Yeah, rookie.
Ball dropped.
I don't know. I feel like low-key that would piss me off more than somebody shit-talking me. It's like, why does this guy feel bad?
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
You know? The more human reaction would be like to say nothing or to talk shit.
We have the ball. Ball dropped. We have the ball.
This is for the round. Sparty gets in his face, guarantees it. And with the remaining players spawning, it might be very difficult to break this, if not impossible. 4 seconds. That's it. It's ending right here. Complexity, ice up. They take 2 rounds back to back, right? C9 came out hot with the first one. And that brings us to a 5-1. Remember, C9 had placed top 6 for, I believe, all 3 of the open tournaments. And they defeated FaZe in one of the opens and got top 4 in one of them, right? So this C9 team, at least online, should be outperforming versus Complexity. But seeing Complexity kind of like pulling away definitively, at least early in the scrim, that's definitely signs of progress. That's good progress right there. That's damn good progress. I don't play M&K, no. Top 3 quick tips for using M&K. You press start and you go down to leave game, and then you press that, and then you just go and like make a protein shake or something. That's how you play M&K in Halo. 37 bomb at a precision. Damn. Does CLOUD9 have a theater? I don't have any vids on it, unfortunately, Ham. Ham, I don't. But I was hoping today, you know, watching Woodham, we could talk a little bit about like what he's doing that's different than other POVs as an M&K player. I think a lot of the fundamentals of Halo carry over. Even aiming fundamentals you can translate to M&K to a degree, but I don't play it, no. Went so long without a death cam? Didn't every Halo have some sort of death cam? We're talking about Infinite not getting the... Yeah, because it didn't work properly, right? Saperceptify stream? They definitely done it before, but not typically for scrims. It's really only been Boo Boo Doo as far as I'm aware. I can search the web. We got a rare Tusk stream. We can keep some tabs on the Mind Freak. What's this team called? Platinum team called? Put that right here. I'm gonna watch some Boo Boo. Uzi Zuzi. Talik has a stream up right now. I didn't know Talik was streaming. The Scrim was chalked. That would have been cool to see. Talik's stream. Super CC playing Scrims. It's a quiet day, all things considered. We're gonna make it fun though. Noctis, how you doing, brother? Welcome. Aim assist hard to beat now. I mean, you have aim assist like low key though. The M&K has a little bit of aim assist now. There's a game 7. C9 POV. This is Boo Boo Doo Boo. I don't know. I think with a lot of the recent updates, M&K is in the best spot it's ever been in. It's the most competitive it's ever been. But, yeah. I think a lot of the micro movements, like strafing and navigating and like backing out of tight gunfights, like back it up and shoot your way out of gunfights, stuff like that. Those little micro movements I find to be easier to do on controller. Versus like using 3 fingers just to navigate up, down, left, right. At full speed.
Good shooting, Spartan.
Alright, C9 cooking him off the opening strat. Remaining 2 members of Complexity on the flag. They've overextended. I had somebody on my YouTube say that they don't like the word overextend. But that is the Halo terminology. And they didn't get away with it. They died for it.
Flag return. Flag capture.
I'm chilling, Noctis. How you doing, man?
Irresistible force.
I used to pick out a boo-boo. It's not. Low-key Bandit is so much easier to hit shots with than the snipe. No scope. Interesting. Talk about Gen G. I saw it briefly. I think it's cool. I retweeted it on Twitter. I don't know much about the org, but it's nice to see Riot Noob's team get a pickup. Yeah, good for the boys, right? It's kind of all there is to be said, right? Close range, like surprise fights? Yeah. Long range in M&K, it feels like you got an advantage, if anything. Close range gunfights are tricky, but they're tricky on controller as well, for the record. These guys just marathoning flags on C9 here. They got a second one going in. Counter pull coming out from Complexity. Hoping to create a dilemma. Metal gets a pick. That'll open things up. Sparty on top of the return, if he can defend it. A shutdown by Precision. Complexity winning the battle of attrition here. They got to keep winning their fights, though. C9 with the positioning advantage. That return goes through. Complexity still running it. Nobody in position to stop Mental. That's a 1-1.
Enemy captured your flag.
It's a grueler. Close combat is a struggle. M&K for me, like 10 yards. I say, yeah. You should practice close combat, though, right? So, like, you ever played, what's that Octagon map? Multi-range Octagon. I just noticed there's birds flying in the sky in this map, bro. I'm so ADHD on this. They have birds on the map, bro. Multi-range Octagon. Give that a shot and play in the close range and just play against a person. Like a buddy that's ideally, like, maybe a little bit better than you. In that, like, it's super tight, like almost beat-down range. It can help you work on your close-range shot. The late 20s, early 30s play Halo Mastery Collection? Tell the late 20s, early 30s to play Halo. Why, Doctor? Should play Infinite. And nothing else. Everything else can die. Okay. I'm kidding. Unfortunately, I don't play MCC. But hopefully you guys thrive over there. Safe to say we're all kind of dying, population-wise. Samantha, how you doing? Fellow gamer. Having a wonderful day. Hopefully school went well for you. I know you hopped in at the very end of the last one. Maining controller for a while now. Only problem is sniper is tough. Yeah, sniper is another thing you got to practice, right? There's a skill to like flick no scopes and quick scopes and lining up body shots with the left stick. You know, like there's a lot of skill to. Gotta get the repetitions.
Not today.
Enemy captured your flag.
Halo 5 is long dead, bro. And I say that as a Halo 5 fan. I don't know. I want any Halo game to thrive if possible, but ideally the one that has a competitive circuit. Mind Freak is 3 out of 4. I think it's 2 out of 4 MK. I think half the team, Scoob and Rice. I think.
The efficient banditry, Spartan.
But they're cracked down on controllers, so it might confuse you.
Eyes up.
I've been doing good, Doctor. Catching the stream. Sounds good, man. Yeah, it's the same issue with Halo Infinite, unfortunately, especially if you're in Europe. The queue times are long. At certain times in the day, you gotta be strategic about when you play, if possible. I know we got all different schedules and whatnot, and work, but there are peak times where like you're more likely to get games, and it's more worth your time to grind. And there are times where it might take a while.
Outstanding.
And then you got the servers, which are unpredictable. Good cleanups here. Great opportunity for a pull. C9 can bring this to 2-2 unless they get shut down. Mental somehow gets a kill on Sab. Spawners in cave, just about guaranteed. Ubu gonna back it up. Make sure he opens up the cave for Complexity to get into the line of the fire, I guess. That's 2. I'd like a H5 remaster. Yeah, you do Octagon, with multi-range Octagon. Look that up. It starts in a super close quarters range, and then you can shoot the sky. There's like little die in the sky, I don't know, that you shoot at with different numbers for different ranges. It's a cool map. I mean, that's just one big nostalgia trip right there, Greg. It ain't happening, but, a man can dream. On the Optic podcast, they were talking about that yesterday. Some, just conversations about MLG and whatnot. And other random things. Yeah, play other games while in queue. You definitely could do that. Tab out. Play some Melee. Tab back to it. Hold my brain with Twitter while I wait for it. Don't do that. I fall for that trap all too often, bro. Get locked into Twitter. That should be GG's. Mental pulling a counter, but he's at a big disadvantage numbers-wise. They got to shut him down quick. Mental Sparty holding hands here. They toss the flag out to Silver. Hoping to delay the situation. Mental does get a pick. Haas comes back into the fight. Actually might be a chance for Complexity. Hold on a second. C9 doing what they can to bait the flag. Opposite flag moves. We get a standoff at the tail end of this. Good save. Last second save there by, I believe, Huss. And we got a C9 Complexity flag standoff on Origin. Rockets coming up here. Sneaky positioning from Boo Boo. Some damage on a precision. Does he dare jump to the archway? Dead. 2v2. Numbers advantage Complexity. They might win at this rate. Rockets up. Just dropping on thrust here. C9 off their spawn. Got to find a touch. And got to face the onslaught that is Rockets, right? They're going to come up the elbow. Yep. Precision gets one. Mental with another. Boo Boo hiding in the cave. The only opportunity for C9 to stay in this game. It's Boo Boo Doo. What does he do? He can get a beat down. That's the best he can hope for. They're going to double stack re. It's guaranteed. There's no stopping that re.
Enemy flag returned. Enemy captured your flag.
Flag standoff is the worst. They're exciting. You don't find flag standoffs exciting? It's a tension builder, bro. That's a 5-2 scrim. C9 maybe showing some progress here. Sounds like morning music. Is this Halo? Honestly, I don't even know, bro. I'm on autopilot. I don't know what I'm looking at. Imagine. Oh, it is Halo music. Yeah. It started with like birds and fairies and whatnot, and then now it's like, you know, now we're about to go to war. Truth and Reconciliation from the Halo Legends show or whatever. It's like a variation of the Truth and Reconciliation song. Honestly, it's not. Needs more cowbell, you know? Let's try this. So you all just won? Am I losing my mind? Oh, yeah, you're right, bro. I'm watching Boo Boo Doo Boo's POV and, like, charting in the stats, like, saying, all right, C9, yo, bro, I'm sure signs of progress at a C9 after they just lost, bro. I'm a terrible host, chat. You got to call me on my bullshit. What is going on? Who is this guy, Shyway? Jesus. It's 6-1. All right, let me get some water and some Adderall. Apparently, no, I'm just kidding. Let me get water. We got Gut in the chat. All right. I'll do my best, bro. Cake? What are you talking about? I didn't show cheeks, did I? Wait, what? Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Where? No optic tonight, Luca.
This is the way.
Hopefully tomorrow.
This is the
Parts,
way.
thank you for the follow, man. Welcome.
This is the way.
Yo, I saw this pop up on my YouTube just a second ago. Hold on. It seemed interesting. We might have some content. Top 5 heated. What?
We've got the new optic versus the new face.
Top 5 heated narratives shaping Halo Infinite in 2025. Do we listen to it? I don't know what's going on with the Scrim. All these Scrims are chalked today.
Competitive Halo Infinite is in a very interesting spot. Heading into 2025, we have a pressure cooker of new dramas, alliances, and betrayals.
Dramas,
bringing
alliances,
new life into
betrayals.
the competitive scene. So let's jump right in.
It's so
Find out
spicy
why
this year.
2025 is set to be the most exciting year of Halo ever. Well, at least so far.
Beef. We want beef. That's what we want.
Coming in at
Grade
number
A
5,
Wagyu, bro.
we've got the new optic versus the new phase, which of course involves Formal versus his old teammates Trippy and Penguin.
Wait, are we
For
inventing
most
beef? Is there
players
beef
in
here?
the HCS, finishing second so consistently could be seen as a
King,
success.
what's up, brother?
but not Optic Formal. This guy is seen as arguably the greatest FPS player of all time. So,
Blazing?
after the disappointment of finishing second 6 times
Of
in a
all
row
time.
and not capturing a single tournament win, Formal became ruthless and dropped his entire squad, who he felt costed him a 3rd championship ring.
Well, hold on a second. We're paraphrasing here, bro. He's saying his team costed him a 3rd championship. This sounds so evil. They make Formal sound like an evil mastermind, bro. This is so crazy. I don't care who wins. I just need Formal to lose. All right.
This action set into motion perhaps the
This guy's
wildest
pure
WrestleMania
evil.
we've ever seen.
Lucid
in Halo,
costed, bro.
breaking up
Unacceptable.
long-lasting dynasties and causing even the best of friends to betray one another. Basically, without Formal's ruthlessness, this top 5 wouldn't even exist.
Wait,
So,
who betrayed
thanks,
who?
bro. Formal
Oh, yeah, I do agree with that. Thanks, bro. Because he did start the Rostermania.
Rostermania we've ever seen in Halo, breaking up long-lasting dynasties and causing even the best of friends to betray one another.
Ooh, wait, the best of friends to betray one another. Who's he talking about? Like, Trippy, Lucid, Snake by Roll 2? Because there's no betrayal there. Is there betrayal there?
Basically, without
It's
Formal's
in bad blood.
ruthlessness, this top 5 wouldn't even exist. So, thanks.
Who got
bro.
betrayed?
Formal believed he deserved to be playing
Maybe
with
Legend
only
and
the best.
Legend and
So it
Stellar.
was simple.
Or Legend, sorry,
Get this
and
man his God Squad, or
Bound.
Formal was leaving Halo forever.
they betray Stellar Eco.
And thus, the God Squad was formed. Formal, Renegade, Legend, Bound. A team full of world champions and arguably 4 of the best 5 players in the world. Not bad. On the other
Not
side
bad.
of this
I
Halo
agree.
coin is Trippy and Penguin, players who Formal deemed to be not
Trippy
good
looking
enough.
deezed.
They had run their course on Optic and were thrown aside. Trippy and Penguin feel like they've been unfairly treated, so they joined their bitter rivals, FaZe. They teamed up with Suppressed and Falcated. They're a dangerous team with plenty of firepower. But is it enough to win a chip? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Heated words are sure to be exchanged throughout the year, as this FaZe roster looks to prove all the doubters of their talent wrong. And
It's been
perhaps,
taken pretty
more
far,
importantly, get revenge on Optic Formal.
More importantly, get revenge. It's fun. It's funny how we kind of shift the direction of the narrative to say, like, what matters the most this year is getting revenge. It's not about it's winning for revenge. It's not winning for legacy, for like the money, the trophy. It's for vengeance on Formal.
At number 4,
That's
we're
what's
looking at the young
driving
guns
my
of the
win this
league
year.
Ready to make a statement. The obvious 2 standouts right now are Last Shot
Fucking
and
bastard.
Cycle of Shopify Rebellion. These 2 talents have joined up with 2
Who they
Halo
getting
legends
revenge
of
on?
Frosty and Royal 2.
Wait,
Shopify's
what?
approach of bringing 2 talents and 2 seasoned vets together looks like it's paying off so far, with them consistently
I don't
beating
know.
every other team other than Optic in practice scrims and preseason tournaments. But they're refusing to
I don't know if he's
scrim Optic.
vilifying.
Who knows why? There are people who have their doubts.
Scared.
Can they really win with kids on LAN? Are they ready to take on the God Squad? We'll have to wait and see. Optic Legend also had his breakout MVP
It's the top 5 heated narratives shaping Halo Infinite in 2025. That's what we're looking at.
season last year, and he's far away from achieving UNC status. So I'm sure he's
Wait.
motivated to show.
Far away from achieving UNC status? Who?
See. Optic Legend also had his breakout MVP season last year, and he's far away from achieving UNC status. So I'm sure he's motivated to show the likes of Last Shot and Cycle that he's still the most talented talent on
Oh,
the
this
scene.
sounds better. Yeah.
And coming in at number 3, we have the Space Station Gaming split. Bound and Legend leaving their Space Station teammates, Eco and Stella, to join Optic. If we rewind to 2024, Space Station Gaming, they ran the scene in Halo Infinite. They won every tournament bar 1. So everyone thought they were the world champions, they were unstoppable, they'd be sticking together. Then out of nowhere, boom, Formal had all his drama with his teammates and Bound
hate
and
those
Legend see an
guys.
opportunity and joined the Optic God Squad. Was it the right decision to leave their former teammates who they became world champions with for the Optic God Squad? Well, a lot of people think it is because it's probably one of the most
I do find it's a little bit hard to hear him, right? The music in the background is nice, but it's like competing with him a little bit. Not to just like completely wreck the flow.
stacked talent-wise rosters we've ever seen in Halo.
Boom.
And to be honest, if they don't win basically every tournament, a lot of people will see it as a big disappointment. But on the other side, of course, is Eco and Stella, who feel like they've been betrayed by their teammates.
Hey, relax. This is good. We want content. Like, I like that we're seeing this for the record. Like, I hope he makes more and just keeps building it, right? Like, we need stuff like this. So who cares if we got 18 subs. You know, this is where you begin. This is
Carried
how it all
them
begins.
to become world champions, and they've left them at the first opportunity. So they want revenge. They
Brand
picked
new.
up Snakebite and Lucid, who are two absolute veterans. However, so far it is looking like this team is struggling to keep up with the pace of the other top teams. They don't have that same sort of cracked out ability players that Optic and Rebellion have, so it'll be interesting to see how they develop throughout the year. Number 2, we have the split of the Golden Trio. Royal 2 and Frosty versus Snakebite. These three are Halo royalty. Together for over 10 years,
Halo
the longest running
royalty.
trio in the game. They truly built a legacy that defined Halo. Teammates? Nah, they were brothers. Then 2025 rolled in and it fell apart. Royal 2 and Frosty walked away, leaving Snakebite behind after a decade of blood, sweat and tears. Why? Well, I guess because they only won one.
Money.
It's enough amateurs, but
Money
these guys aren't
talks.
amateurs. Royal 2 and Frosty
I
are
don't know.
chasing a new spark, teaming with a new blood, Last Shot and Cycle, as previously mentioned, to prove they've still got it. And Snakebite,
It's cool storylines, like the way that everybody split. I guess there's just not like any actual beef, right? We can kind of invent beef, but like Snakebite and Royal 2 splitting, they just seem like good buddies with good vibes. Like the amount of scrims that they've had between each other, you can tell that like they still have a positive relationship. That's apparent, right? Just, you know, they didn't win last year. They had to make changes. Opportunities came their way. They're respectful of it. You know, it's
doubling down and teaming with the other vets, Lucid, Eco, and Stella. And when they face off in 2025, it's personal. No one knows that we can
Wait,
better
what?
than they
You
do.
talking about me?
So, will Royal 2 and Frosty rewrite their story without
Definitely
him? Or will Snakebite bury his old brothers and take the crown solo? This is Halo's.
There's a lot of different things to talk about.
This isn't just
Not a lot of actual
it's a
bad
betrayal
blood.
that cuts deep. A decade of trust shattered. So here it is. You've made it to the number
Wait.
1 spot. So of course, coming in at number 1, maybe even a little ironically, is Formal versus Lucid.
This is the closest we have to like maybe some beef, right? This might be the closest. It's like real low key though, kind of low key.
Optic versus Space Station once again.
A little bit of beef.
For 3 seasons, Formal and Lucid teamed together to
I don't even know if it's like directly between Formal and Lucid as much as it is like Lucid gave so much to Optic and he was a big part of Optic for the entirety of Infinite's life, right? And like him like splitting in the way that it happened was obviously like he's not happy about that. I think that's clear. I don't know if that's like a disappointment that's directed at Formal specifically or just like the circumstances being, you know, just kind of unfair considering how talented he is as a player and he brought plenty to the team, right? So it's, you know, it's just kind of a
varying levels of success. They went from world champions in their first year to finish in second places 6 times in a row in their final year. So it's fair to say these guys have been through it together.
Sure. SSG out for blood. Safe to say. Pretty cool video. There's a little bit more, but we got narratives, storylines, right?
Kill incoming.
Claiming it is easy. Keep it.
We got through basically the whole video in the interim between matches in Scrim. We didn't miss anything. Some of the COD guys playing Halo last night. I didn't, but I saw that Broward uploaded gameplay of like Dashy or something. It's kind of cool. What's the reasoning for them playing COD? Are they just playing money matches like for content? Because you'd think they'd be locked into their CDL like tournament and whatnot. Vanadam back to show me how to get Onyx. Yeah, he put some good work in too. Yeah, like the more content creators, the merrier, right? So hopefully we see continued videos like that, honestly. Gives me something to react to. I can mooch off it. No, I'm kidding. That's right. Let me take all your creativity. Nah, I want to see more content creators. I mean, it's like, it's peaceful, but low-key, if there was more bad blood in the scene, then it'd probably be, like, we'd probably be more invested as spectators, you know? It's like, as long as it doesn't get out of hand, having, like, trash talk and discourse like that is, you know, it's interesting. Fans, you know, appreciate it, I guess. There's a balancing act to play, for sure. Like, I feel like COD definitely has a little bit more of it, right? Or at least you got shows like The Flank who are, you know, less apologetic in how they kind of, like, break down some of the players and relationships and whatnot. How's it going, Robert? I'm doing well, man. Any of the scrims today or just this one? It's basically just this one, man. We got kind of thrown for a loop today. I thought we were watching Woodham's POV. And the scrim ended early. This is Sparty's POV on complexity versus C9. More of a friendship league, to be honest. I think that is the case with Halo to an extent as well. Include my YouTube members? It doesn't, Anthony. It's separate from my YouTube members. But I appreciate the support on YouTube either way. It'd be cool if I could find like maybe a different marker for that or something, you know? I was thinking of putting a live YouTube subscriber count on screen. Maybe incentivize that we keep building it. But maybe not all the time, you know? Gotta catch the late night streams. Whoa, Barbosa!
That is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
See, we got Barbosa in the YouTube chat, but then Barbosa goes from YouTube to Twitch to show love, man. This guy's a goat. Dreams. How do you say that? Magni. Cole. Ahud and Dash Killer. Welcome to the way. Reading names is not my strong suit, but you're all welcome. I appreciate you. Barbosa, your go, man.
Your team about to score.
My main thing, content-wise? My main thing? Well, I mean, recently, but my main thing has been streaming, so I guess we've been equal Twitch and YouTube for the most part, but we put more, I put more time into YouTube than Twitch. Because I upload there as well. But they've been sharing, like, equal spotlight recently, right? Last few months, I've been basically just stream dedicated and make content off my live streams. I do have videos I still want to make that are just for YouTube that I record on my own eventually. But my like passion and like incentive to create educational content in Halo is kind of at a low point. Nowadays, you know, this is safe to say we enjoy this. The scrims, these are fun. It's easier for me. I would put like a lot of painstaking work into educational videos that just wouldn't get the time and appreciation, you know, for the work. Anyway, how we doing? Great. Doing excellent, bro. Any tattoo idea yet so I can draw it up for me and get her done? Damn. I don't, but you're making me really consider it now. Jeez. Not yet, Grant. Not yet. Yeah, I got some good ideas for educational content. I just haven't sat down and put it together. Rocky, how you doing, brother? Sad to see less people when you don't have optic in the title. The whole like Twitch space today is quieter in comparison, right? It's like very clear. Certain people go live and the audience completely changes, right? You get a combination of like Lucid Formal going live and all of a sudden, you know, things are looking livelier on Twitch. That's okay. I'm here. All right. Jeez. One day we just got to sit down on like a casual Thursday and pull 1,000 on Twitch. How about that? Doesn't have to be far off. Watching anything, bro. Kind of a mixy situation here for Sparty. Snipes up, you know he wants a piece of it, but trying to help the teammate in pipes here. That's cleaned up by a nade, and that's Cap going in. Sparty gonna go for shock. 2 minutes left. Still plenty of time to bring this back. That looks like camo in the tower. Thank you, Gut. It's kind of you, man. Change the title to Optic and then have no Optic content? Come on. The Optic podcast came out, though. We could listen to that, but... What team would I like to see do well this year? I don't know. I don't have like a specific... Seeing any team do well is cool. Like it's, you know. I'm here for damn good Halo, bro. We should.
That's just good Halo right there.
That is just damn good Halo.
My God.
That's what I'm here for. Okay. We should. Thank you for the Prime sub, brother. Welcome to the way. I appreciate you. will blow up again. Summit will host because he likes the game. Things will be uphill again. Yeah, let's be optimistic. Glass half full, right? I mean, there will be another Halo, and it will have a moment of popularity. And just hopefully for once, it holds on to it. But that's always gonna, or it feels like it's always gonna be a thing. But there's always gonna be another game, you know, but can't get to sub on YouTube, so I support via YouTube. That's odd, Barbosa. That is odd. But I'm grateful either way.
Active camo inbound.
Thank you, Luca. How you doing, Jamie? Love to see SR keep making their run. Yeah, I think SR are one of the more interesting teams this year for sure. Like, it's exciting to see how well Cycle and Lashshot are playing. They have an opportunity to really win some serious competitions, right? Get some majors under their belt. I think that'll be exciting to see. Just having new players on top is a storyline that I'm here for, you know? I think like a team like LG that's relatively unknown, if they can, you know, make some waves this year, that'd be kind of cool too. Got 4 players that don't quite have the accolades or platforms yet in Halo. They might have an opportunity to gain that through their performance. Wait till Halo 7 for the educational content. Maybe I'm seeing a lot of dedicated guys watching YouTube vids, not spreading to a broader audience lately.
1 minute remaining.
So there's certain content that like a large portion of the Halo player base will appreciate that's educational, right? You can be strategic about it, but yeah, I'm still working with a niche. But like if I have like an ultimate practice guide or something like that, I think that many different Halo players of different skill levels will get a kick out of it, or like something settings related. Not quite settings, because I feel like it's so overplayed. But in that category. Rarky!
Good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
Oh my god.
5 gifted. Let's go, Rarky. I appreciate you, brother. This man is goated consistently. How many? 95 total in the channel. He's doing it. Benjamin, Storm, Slaylicious, Aldo, and Chom. Welcome to the way. Let's freaking get it. I'm building a Halo team. I'm taking Stellar or Bound? I don't know. Who else is on the team? They got 20 seconds to somehow save this. I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, they get multiple kills on the feed. Respectable work at a complexity, but they somehow, within 23 seconds, need to find 2 hills back-to-back here. Nice rotate out of Sparty. Drops to the low battery, hits a perfect G-slide. He's in the fray, and then gets caught in a reload without a beatdown. You didn't get a second beatdown there for unknown reasons. No trade. Complexity's still going to take the hill. With 23 seconds, we see perfect Halo over batteries here. The community got to choose the caches. Oh. Hey, man, just... I'm here regardless. Yeah, I mean, I have that 5 tips to aim like a god video or whatever. It's like one of the most comprehensive aim guides I did for Halo. And it still gets viewership. It has like over 100,000 now, which is kind of crazy. And I'll see comments pop up, like notifications for new comments on that video over a year later. Because people are still going back and looking for something aim related in Halo. You know, how do I improve my aim? I have an issue with my aim, etc. Those are commonly searched topics. It's looking like Complexity's not going to be able to break this. 5 seconds to get in the hill. Mental's got no choice but to slide into it. Sparty here to back him up, but he's already dead. Yeah. I mean, close maybe. Like, they made some progress, but when you see that timer, it's hard to believe, you know? Good effort, yeah. Trippy. I think he's just playing ranked.
Oh, that is just good Halo right there. That
left
is
for
just
you.
damn good Halo. My god.
Damn good Halo, brothers. Left free. Thank you for the sub. Tier 1. Let's go. Welcome to the way. Y'all killing it today. 1438 out of 1500. Making good progress. How to groom beard vids. Yeah, with a sponsor or something like that, maybe. I don't know. It's not high on the priority list at the moment. vid on movement and routes to take on new maps or how to play like movement stuff on maps. Like definitely not skill jump. People don't want to see skill jump stuff out of me anymore, I think. Like a very small niche audience appreciates it, but you know. Yeah, routes like starting strats, things like that might have some potential. I was thinking combat movement, like a video on combat related movement, so like strafe techniques. Like I think Cali, like 5 or like 7 techniques pros are using, you know, something like that you don't know about or whatever. Like I would basically comprehensively cover the curb slot and how to use it in combat, the slide and sprint strafe, like the jab step, the late jumping off the boxes. Just things like that, all in the aimbots map. I'd use like the aimbots map and then show in first and third person all of the mechanics and how they look in both POVs, and how to do them correctly. All the hidden skill maneuvers that pros are using in combat, basically, in like summed up in 5 or 7, you know, different ones, if that makes sense. Yeah. The Druck strafe. Yeah. I wouldn't call it the Druck strafe, but yeah, the sprint, you know, that little look away sprint jab step. And like what's the extent of it, right? And like kind of the process behind mastering that stuff. So like everything that you learn, you kind of learn it in a step-by-step way. So all the little kind of the tips and tricks that I use to help me familiarize myself with the techniques and actually pull it off, like off muscle memory in combat. People don't fully understand or like take advantage of the sprint capability around your shots, right? Because you can sprint instantly after shooting, but there's a timing to it. You can't buffer sprint as you're shooting, right? You have to time your sprint input the instant after you fire a bullet. So mastering that timing and then getting slides and sprints and other techniques out between your shots without wasting time is useful in certain situations. Comprehensive strafe tutorial, probably underrated. Yeah, so it'd be like a strafe. There'd be strafing in it, but like, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I would have a segment talking about strafing, but I don't know if I'd have a whole video. It could be its own video, huh? Strafe techniques, yeah. Call it strafe techniques, but then also have the other stuff, like the jab step and the late jumping and stuff, because it is sort of a strafe technique in a way. Yeah, grenade-related videos, I'm sure would be good. There's a lot of stuff that could be done.
Enemy team scoring.
Go. Boo boo up above. You could hear the footsteps from top tower. By then it was too late. Do I change my look offsets in FOV to improve aiming? No. I mean, like if you're playing on 120 FOV, might not be the best bet. Most people don't play on it unless you're on M&K maybe. Like there are certain FOVs that I wouldn't necessarily recommend for aiming, but you can use whatever you want. More money in YouTube or Twitch? I made more money on Twitch last month than I did on YouTube. But there's definitely more potential with YouTube. I don't know, they both have good potential. You know what I mean? It depends on like where you're maximizing your efforts and like taking advantage of different revenue streams and whatnot. But YouTube is a way larger base of people, right? Like way more people frequent YouTube. So my potential for growth on YouTube and like revenue on YouTube is pretty insane. But Twitch, with all the support that you guys give me on Twitch with the subs and whatnot, I made more money last month on Twitch. Any pro playing MK? That was going to be the focus of today. Green and red was Woodham. Woodham is an 18-year-old pro player at MK from Europe. He's insanely talented and the best MK player in the league currently. There aren't too many MK players in Halo. But yeah, his POV is unique and interesting. And that's what we were going to watch today, but the scrim got sort of canceled midway through. So we're watching C9 Complexity. It's funny, Shock's like, if only YouTube streaming was anywhere close as good as Twitch, and then Ascent says YouTube is better. There are certain things that Twitch does better than YouTube, and there's certain conveniences that YouTube offers that Twitch, you know, doesn't really have, let's say. They both got their benefits, disadvantages. Doesn't matter where you hang out. Exactly, I know. I was excited to watch Woodham today. But he's scrimming, Nemesis are scrimming SR tomorrow. and they're both boot camping. So right now, Shopify is apparently at the Toronto HQ to boot camp Halo. So they're going to be getting some pretty high tier LAN type scrims, you know, LAN-esque, because they'll be playing side by side. So that's an interesting scrim. You got a team of people in Texas, Woodham, side by side in a boot camp, versus SR in the same kind of circumstances from Toronto. Tomorrow. Sparty trying to kick him out the hill and beat him down as well. Us cleans up the kill. BC hold here as he lives. Teammates fanning out, getting picks. QT control. They're blocking A. Spawns an OS with all the covers they're taking on the map here. Huss gonna get chowed from screens. He's got the help. Precision finds 2. Mental from tower. They split a spawn into training. Sparty catches it, comes back and finds it. Yeah, put a lot of pressure on OS. Eventually the spawn split to like mud and back B, right? The VODs are what make money with ads on YouTube. It's accumulation over time that other streams have. But yeah, that's the biggest thing about YouTube for sure. Like when we do Optic versus SSG and I just leave the VOD there, and then that gets like what, 16,000 views or whatever. If you guys go check my VODs, the average watch time on those VODs is like 20 plus minutes, which is really good for ad revenue. I don't put ads on it though. I think it's just got manual, like auto ads. I actually never looked into it. But yeah, it accumulates money over time. But ideally you have stream content that's like evergreen, so people want to come back to it regardless of when. Because like this scrim stuff is relevant now, but not going to be very relevant like a week or so from now, right? So it accumulates revenue for a couple days and then people generally move on, which is cool. Clip out. Yeah, I could definitely clip stuff out of the VODs. We can make videos out of it for sure. Routes for rank 1v1 maps. Arlington is what? Yeah, those maps are cool. You're talking about the Showdown playlist? It's a cool playlist. I'd probably like try playing it, but making like a strategy guide or something like that for a playlist that's sort of niche in a niche game, you know, it's like T9 paused the hill at 199. And they make some actual progress here. Interesting. He's not rapping for C-Plat. He's playing sneaky out pillars instead. Teammate following him through pillars. He jumped like slightly too late, I think, off the box, right? So he didn't get the full height if he was trying to go nest. Nice. Sab comes out with 2, 2v2. Mental with 2. Last player alive on white wall. He's a one-shot, easy cleanup, and an opportunity to take the map back. They'll take A here. Might have to take... Yeah, he spawns an A. That's good, so... Dummy spawn, C coverage for C9. Look, dead zones? Oh, dead zone. Yeah, dead zones will affect your aiming, yeah. I kind of just said it once, and I don't really look back, you know? How do pros stay focused for so long? No way they play their best every game. They don't, no. And some days, you've got teams like kind of having an off day. Like Optic have had some scrims where they looked, you know, maybe off or sounded different, you know? Considering we've watched so much Optics, there's definitely been some days where like they sound a little bit more like annoyed or not quite as aligned, but like, yeah, you know, we're human beings. Some days they're like locked in and just dominating. Other days maybe slipping on things that they wouldn't the day before, let's say. What really matters is just, you know, bringing your A game for the tournament. C9 been struggling with this scrim. Is C9 having an off day today? I don't know, right? Complexity just locked in? Have Complexity just been getting better? Finally finding some chemistry? That's my question. They're about to close this game out. It'll be a 7-1 scrim if that's the case. 2:30 and counting. Already at a numbers disadvantage. Sparty from that range. Trying to tap him with the sidekick. Dude, Huss somehow swerving back B, getting out with it. He gets the reset on B at the very least. Gonna make it tricky for C9 to cap the hill here. 4 seconds. About to be GG's. Gotta be in the hill. 48. Teammate in it. C9 with the last second save. It's not gonna be enough. This is a war in B, bro. They won it. They actually did win the war. Wait, precision back B. Can they get the cap? Still holding it down at 248. They'll cap it. Chaos continues. That nade somehow cleans up Manny. This should be it right here. Wait. 5-second cap. There it is. Mental gets the pick to save the hill. 250 to 107. Hey, much love, Goat. Goat. Same difference, right? I just popped off. I was having a game. That's a big key to success maybe too, is a player who maybe isn't statistically dominant usually. Us doesn't typically lead the board statistically. If he's suddenly doing that, that's a whole different complexity all of a sudden, right? I don't really know if it's his role necessarily to pop off, but, you know, go off king, right? 7-1, I believe. Just getting better, maybe. These are all valid questions. Nothing definitive.
Get the
I didn't watch Huss yesterday. I don't know.
Neutral bomb.
Only so many scrims we can focus on at once. Safe to say that Optic SSG scrim had our attention yesterday. Yeah, Sparty doesn't have him. I don't think Boo Boo does either. He had his webcam on earlier. He turned it off. No comms, I don't think. Damn, bro. Precision getting out with camo. Boo Boo off a slow play with the opening strat. They got more kills than Complexity off the opening, but they somehow gave up camo in the process. Looking for Precision here. Precision gets the opening pick on Manny. That's intel Boo Boo can use to find the camo. Precision's the camo player, I'm pretty sure. Reveals him as well. What was the SR roster from last season? Cycle, Soul Snipe, Suppressed, and Mental. Completely different set of players, right? So Mental from Shopify is now on Complexity. Suppressed on FaZe, Soul Snipe on TSM. They all went 4 different directions. Is that going to be enough? Banks 2 nades off the roof. Dodged by Complexity. Very early on here, they're getting the plane. C9 definitely struggling this scrim, man. That's a double out of Boo Boo. Some good defensive kills after the fact. They got to get a pickup on the bomb and maybe some progress here. Huss getting out with the Gandhi hub. Boo Boo wasting no time getting involved on Peace Street here. Genji picked up Riot Noob's team. I saw that. Big W's? Yeah, it's cool to see them get picked up by an org. So Genji is like, is Genji a larger org, but Genji Gold is like some subsidiary or something of Genji? Is that what that is? Because they got picked up by Genji Gold, which is like, it's like native red, you know?
Active camo available.
Would it be somehow possible to go pro on console? Go pro. So if you're playing on console in the like, you have to play console in the open bracket, right? So you, technically, yes, because like if you win the open bracket on console, which is how you have to play, then you end up playing on PCs in the pro pool play, right? So you're, if you make it to pool play, I'd say that's like going pro basically. But there are players that play at a pro level, or like not pro, but like at a, you know, very high tier Onyx level on Xbox. Genji. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I assume there's a big Genji organization, like overarching org, that maybe funds Genji Gold. But yeah, a little bit confusing to me. That's right, Instinct. Punching open on the right side here. Septify here to support Boo Boo. We're gonna let him spawn one more time. Sparty just getting a lick of damage on both sides of the door. Why is full play on console? Good question. That's just how it was since 2021. They haven't changed the ruling or anything. Got all their setups from, I think, still using the same setups they had since Raleigh. I don't know if it's like a budgetary restriction or something that has them using consoles for open bracket.
Aim true, Spartan.
It's definitely not like the premier way to play this game, but you know, Series X is not terrible. It's an adjustment though. Like, it's part of the reason why players like Gunplexion play on a locked 120 FPS, right? So he practices on a FPS that's similar to what he's going to be working with when he actually goes to the LAN. Because there is a, like, I played on the FFA. I played the FFA a little bit at Worlds. It was like my first time playing on LAN. And it takes a second to get used to the Xbox, but it's not bad. Oof. It does level the playing field. That's true. Everybody's playing on the... Well, you'd think on the same stuff. They got the same monitor, same box. But sometimes the settings are a little bit different. Oof. Nice win for Manny. C9 just looking for a single opening, bro. Ooh, shoots past the nade and kills Sab. Huss on one today. Winning a lot of important 1v1s. Patient shots out of Boo Boo, not good enough. Sparty ain't missing. Xbox controllers have such high latency? Yeah, well, there's VSync on the Xbox as well. There's a lot of components with the Xbox that, like, increase latency. Gonna be able to get the bracket done by Sunday? Think of how many problems there would have been with open bracket if it was on PC. That's a good point. That's actually a good point.
This is the way.
Kipper, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Well, it's unfortunate because that's sort of like, is that not a failing on like Halo Infinite's part? You know, because like, why can't it be? It's unfortunate that it can't be well optimized enough for PC to just have a smooth tournament on PC. It's true that the tournaments would be like rough, you know, but like Xboxes have their issues sometimes too. But for sure, Infinite, especially in its state at launch, if it was all PC based, it would have been pretty brutal. Yeah, open bracket is on console. So if you're trying to go pro, you have to play on console once you go to a tournament. I think very few players get to skip that zone, if that makes sense. Like Bound, for example. Bound's one of the few Halo players that I think just skips the open bracket entirely. Because his first competitive team was FaZe, I'm pretty sure, right? He was playing strictly online in Halo 5. And then he got signed on FaZe and went straight to pool play on PC, so he just skipped the whole open bracket. Most people have to play through the passion pit.
This is the way.
Speed. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome.
This is the way.
Arlington's going to be first LAN ever. Practicing on 120 with VSync makes me want to... Hi, Stone. That's funny. I mean, not funny. That's pretty morbid, bro. But I hear you. I'm not sure what that ragdoll is. It happens so much in Halo, right? Like, I kind of don't mind it, but like, if you kill somebody in their mid-jump animation and their head is connected with the roof above, they just get stuck. Like Pinata. They go full Pinata. That's just like a mechanic in the game that... You know? How many teams can enter the open bracket to compete? It really depends on the tournament, like whether or not they set a cap for the number of teams that can sign up, which I'm assuming there is a cap. I don't know if it's like 64 or 128 or whatever. Considering I'm not an active competitor, I don't look at it too closely. HCS brings those consoles every LAN for the open bracket. Like with standard name tags? Yeah, like HCS 1, 2, 3, something like that, exactly. Yeah, you don't play with your own gamer tag either. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's just the same equipment, same monitors they've been using since 2021. Donatelli, how you doing?
Bomb Army.
I'm gonna give you a chance to revoke what you just said, what you just called me, or else you're banned.
Your team scored.
Arlington 64 team limit. I think that sounds about right.
Objective.
Can't confirm or deny, but it sounds about right. Yeah, formal uses the G7.
This is the way.
Dragon Banisher. Thank you for the follow, brother. I'll let you know if we got any dragons to slay. Thankfully, none yet. Sounds like hell. I mean, if you love competing,
Get the objective.
it's not, I wouldn't know, like, I wouldn't call it hell, but some people live for this. If you want to be a top player, you got to love that.
Bomb taken.
Love the trenches. Love getting up over the setup and trash talking in the passion pit. Not exactly my environment. That's why I went commentary, I guess. Plus, they have a chance to upset on land. Upset who? They'll upset. Maybe they'll upset some teams, but like, will they break top 4? Highly unlikely. But you never know. Like, I do think this is a land team complexity. You could say that about a lot of different players and teams, you know? They've been getting better. They're looking good in the scrim with C9. C9 looking to take the lead, though, off this. Septify will find it. That's 2-1.
Camo inbound.
Complexity currently up 7-1 in the scrim overall.
Victory.
C9 looking for any momentum they can get here.
Objective incoming.
Active camo available.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but I think it has to do with just like moving the tournament in a timely fashion, right? So like people like are constantly hopping on and off of the Xboxes to play their games. So they have just generic like HCS tags. People get on, they change their settings, they're done, you know? Versus like signing in to your profile, you know, like all the potential complications that might come with that. Like I don't know. Trying to get your profile and your settings loaded up and then getting off the setup and then somebody else has to get on it. Like you literally got like, you know, multiple teams and players hopping on the same Xbox throughout the day. Is my assumption, at least, as to why they just kind of leave it as one gamer tag. Individually, really one of the best in the game. This is Boo Boo's POV for the record, but I do think Sparty, yeah, Sparty definitely has its moments. And Sparty, I think it's a land glow up as well. Or he has had like that land superpower ability at times in Infinite. He had that one off event with Sentinels, and then,
Carrier kill.
you know, after London, everything got kind of mixed up. Am I mad about the uncle? I mean, I'm just joking, Romaine. I was just joking.
Touch their shields.
Bomb taken.
At the end of the day, like, you know, I don't worry about it. Y'all out here calling me Unk, though.
1 minute remaining.
Sheesh. 3 dead. Less than a minute. That's a good cleanup. C9 in win position. Map control, ball held. Do they hide with it? They might just hide with it. Man, he just getting involved. Should be a cleanup on Sparty here. Trades are good. Doesn't even trade it. They're going for another plant. Ballsy. Ballsy. Plays out of C9. Trying to make a plan happen here. Less than 30 seconds. They're still getting... I don't know. Just pressured in their base, bro. Standard profiles and set it. Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
10 seconds.
That's going to be a GG. C9 finally getting a win. For real this time, right? Last time we thought they won, I changed the score and everything. I realized I gave the win to the wrong team.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Say Spider. Thank you for the YouTube follow. Welcome. Appreciate it. Feel free to vibe. Hang out. We're chilling in here. Is that 37 kills? Was that precision? Who was that on the top of C9 with 37? Sab? Septify? 21 into Boo Boo? Manny? Manny with 37? 9K damage? Yo, Boo Boo had nearly 9K too. A lot of damage. Must have had a lot of assists. I'm doing good, Pavel. How you doing, man? Saw TD and Poppy are tied. Pippa? Poppy? I didn't know TD was playing right now. 37 and 21 at a Manny. That's a hell of a stat line. Nearly 40 bomb. Human eye can't see faster than 30 FPS, so it doesn't matter. Bro, what? Sean Moses, thank you for the YouTube follow.
This is the way.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. I can't tell the difference between 30 FPS and 400. It's impossible, bro. Human eye cannot perceive it. Why even bother, right? I just play on locked 30. Oh, good. They should be called Poppy. That sounds like, I don't know. You wouldn't want to lose to Poppy.
Capture the flag.
Back to Sparty. Sparty's going to have fun on this map. Does he beeline for sniper? Who's designated snipe? Him or maybe precision? Sparty's going for it. Taking a wide route here. Gonna pick up the thrust on the way to snipe. Interesting. I've been seeing this strat used a lot. Like Stellar's been doing it recently too. They don't beeline straight to sniper. It's a little bit slower, but you get the thrust and you got a lot of maneuverability with the sniper once you have it, right? Interesting play at a C9 though. They don't even pick up their sniper right away. They collect it late. Frosty was streaming at 120. It was bliss. What do you mean? Ooh. Ever watch a speeding car go by and lock onto it with your eyes? Looks clear, not blurred. I play at 15 on the original Xbox. Almost found it. Ooh, I like that retake, but hopefully a teammate cleans it up. Precision with the pick on Sab. Sparty got to join the fray. He's got no more snipe ammo. Block 30 is the way. What was good about Frosty streaming at 120? What? Did he play better or something? What do you mean? Case on land didn't really show us much because it was just 4 teams. Larger pool will be more exciting. Yeah, no. The Arlington's going to be way more exciting for sure. More money on the line, more teams, more storylines, longer event. Yeah. But Case on, it was sick though for what it was. The Case on land also had, like we talked about the setups and, you know, for the PC setups on the main stage, you're playing on a very specific setup. I'm not sure what the monitor is. It might be another BenQ. But they play on like 200 FPS or something like that. I believe. On land. At the Case on land, they were playing on 360 FPS with monitors that could output it as well. And Renegade was saying he could like see the future or something. HCS events do not have equipment like the Case on land did. So something interesting to note. They were playing on better equipment than you would at an actual LAN tournament. Yeah, something like 360 or like 360 plus, basically. 360 hertz monitors, yeah. Stream was just Silky. Oh! Wait. Oh, okay. I see. So you're not talking about. Sorry, not talking about his POV. You're talking about the stream. The stream was on 120 FPS. That's sick. Wait, is that a thing on Twitch? Can I make a 120 FPS Twitch stream and then have that on YouTube too? Is that like new tech? And how much I wonder how many resources that pulls from my PC. Like, is it? Oh, he just throws it off the map. Holy crap. Sparty having none of it. Almost stays alive there, too. Might have been a nice play if he managed to turn back and take it back into the back of HUD, but just guaranteeing they don't get it. Takes a lot of bandwidth and bitrate. It's new. Okay. Considering I'm already multi-streaming, I don't know if that would be a complicated play for me. Was very noticeable and worth looking into. Wow. On Twitch only. Okay. That's cool. I'll look into it. I did not know that was a feature. That's sick. And it was noticeable, huh? I mean, why wouldn't it be? But like, yeah, it's taken a while to finally like see something like that, you know? I wonder if the VOD, yeah, the VOD might play at 120. That'd be kind of cool. Uh-oh, Sparty in trouble. Yeah, getting shut down. Nice counter pull right here. C9 gonna get some mileage on that. Mental the only one alive here. Precision just spawned. Pretty much no saving this. Mental can extend to the hut and stay alive in the hut to create space for a counter. That's likely going in. Yep. Mental dies in the hut as well. C9 not just getting a cap. They're working on defense for the next one. His frames were bigger? Yeah, they were larger. It was immediately noticeable. Not this weekend, next weekend, Waffler. That's correct. Able to set it on Twitch. Carries 120 FPS to YouTube as well. That would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I have to look into it. If Shotzzy comes back to Halo, who would Optic drop? I don't know, man. I don't think Optic should drop anybody. I think they're fine. As much as it would be cool to see Shotzzy come back to Halo, that's not happening. Optic are finally winning in COD, aren't they? They're finally getting like some momentum. They've you know, broken whatever curse circumstances they were dealing with. And they're looking like a real team now. Sparty and team having a lot of trouble this game. Probably bound. Low-key, I would love to see like what Shotzzy, Renegade, Bound, and Legend looks like as a team. I'm not gonna lie. And that's no shots to Formal. It's just because their playstyles, all four of them, are like crazy fast-paced, like cracked out. That's like a team that I dream about in Halo 5, you know? Kind of got to include Frosty in that too, but like everybody just like G-sliding around the map like a maniac, ego challenge. Kenny looking way better too. Yeah, I noticed that. That's good to see. H5 wet dream, pretty much. Still got 5 minutes to make something happen here. Numbers advantage, complexity. Sab, not the last remaining member of complexity, I think. Overextending? Precision cutting him off. Great damage from that distance out of Sparty. Still gets cleaned up by Boo Boo, but that flag is moving. 2 dead right here for complexity. Not sure if there's time to overextend. They do get the cap. 5 minutes to make a second one happen.
5 minutes remaining.
Bro, what, Levity? Shotzi's like raw ability at Halo is very noticeable. Like, even though he's clearly not practiced at it, and he doesn't like, I don't know, he's not using like all the tech to the degree that I know he would be if he actually grinded the game. But if he put his focus into Halo, he'd be like a top player, without a doubt. It wouldn't take long either. Everyone glazes Frosty. Like, Frosty's low-key the MVP of 2025 so far. I feel like the glaze is warranted. Last year, Frosty, maybe not as much, right? He was a little quieter. Maybe the chemistry of FaZe just wasn't, like, there anymore. The passion wasn't there. I don't know. They weren't on the same page all the time. Frosty right now is looking, like, renewed. New vid of Shotzzy was in 1v1. Chalamadilli. See, he needs tons of practice? Sure. But some of the shots that he hit in that 1v1, there's, like, a natural, you know what I mean? He's got a natural, like, ability for it. Some of the shots he's just casually pulling off. But yeah, I still don't think it would take him very long. Like, you know, give him like a couple months of dedicated focus, and I think he'd be. It's like he was playing in the pro scrims and holding his own pretty quickly during the off season. It's a war on both sides of the map, right? They're split into 2-2, both teams. Us and Sparty working together here on this side, and they win the fights, get the pull. This could lead to a second flag cap at this rate. Sparty with a shutdown. Taking the flag a wide route here. Huss takes it up to Sparty. Sparty going up to top snipe. Seems to want a piece of the flag and the snipe at the same time. Not really sure what the coordination was on that. Big pick from Precision. Snipe and play, though. C9 going to be looking for it. It's good to see that jump, as important as it is. Gives Huss a sight line on the flag. They save this? Huss is on top of it last second. They still haven't picked up their snipe either. C9 getting shut down. Mento with another big pick on Manny. Huss dies with the flag. They can both get their sniper and a pick up on the flag. The hut spawn is open because they're blocking left side. That spawn's going to split to the other side of the base now. Yep, Sparty getting ready for the overextend. Beautiful pre-nade, right? Calls it out. He can tell based off the way that the team is rotating what's open, where the enemy's headed. He's just reading the play. 2 minutes. Tie game. Definitely something wrong with last season phase. Yeah, I don't know. Like a chemistry thing, not a talent thing. Or, oh no! Oh no! his head bumped something, right? Like he bumped the roof of something, and it sent him in like an awkward angle. It's a hot potato, that sniper. They're just playing for it. As an H5 Envy fan, I'd love to see Hook come back to Halo. Yeah. Halo, like, Hook was a god at Halo for sure, but it wasn't like his... Like, I think he was a COD kid, you know? Kind of just waiting for his opportunity to get back into COD. For sure, he liked Halo. It's a little bit different with Shotzi, who's like a Halo kid at heart, you know? And then went to COD just because of circumstances, but... Zach again! 5 gifted! This man is consistent GOAT in the YouTube chat. Zach, no Tizal. No Tizel. No Tizel? I'll try to read the names, bro. Welcome, Gray. Mindset. Right Sad Machine. Illusion. My God. And Desires. Welcome to the way. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you, brother. Complexity coming out with a win off that.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo.
My God. Damn good Halo from Sparty POV right there. They come out with an 8-2 in the scrim.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo.
My God. Kind of icy. They were down 2-1 for a good chunk of that game. They brought it back in the last 5 minutes. Obscure influence with the Prime Gaming sub.
That is just damn good Halo.
My God. Appreciate your influence. We'll see it in a second. On stream, he went for a few rounds.
That is just good
against
Halo
Bound
right
after
there.
Illy?
That is just damn good Halo. My God.
Wait, how was the 1v1 versus Bound with Shotzi? Bound probably shut him down. Bound's way too, like, he's practiced that on a regular basis.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
There it is, influence. Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. Welcome to the way. Let's go. Let me say this. Halo is the most balanced, viable, skill-driven, non-cheese competitive FPS shooter in the market. That's why I refer to... Well, it's got a lot of that. What about CSGO, though? CSGO seems pretty balanced, competitive. I don't know much about, like, the meta and the economy system and whatnot, but... Yeah, one big thing I love about Halo is that if you're the better team, like the better team, you know, generally speaking, the better team wins in most circumstances. But in other FPS games like a Battle Royale, there's a lot of sort of, you know, RNG type elements that are difficult to account for. In Halo, when you're locked in, it's like a chess game, right? Like, you know where the players are going to be and when. You can fully take advantage of your, you know, your momentum to win a game, just being better. The spawns definitely are not perfect, right? The game definitely isn't perfect. Perfect. I can't even talk, bro. It needs work in some areas, but when it is working as it should, it's a thing of beauty.
Who?
Nickwood speaks highly of him as a teammate. Who? Hook? Randomly showed up on the For You page. I've fallen in love with Halo and improved so much from watching my videos. No problem, JJ. Let's go. That's what I love to hear, man. Making these streams.
Choche had to do some.
I've had a few people reach out and say that I popped up on the For You page, and they're Halo fans now. That's what we're here for, brother. Even though this is a chill day by comparison, right? These matchups aren't exactly
focus up
top tier bangers. It's damn good Halo. Might not be historic, but it's still a good time, you know? Oh my God. We're vibing.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo. My God.
Upgrade with 5. No freaking way, brother. Thank you, Upgrade. Your GOAT, man. Is it Balake, Road Beers, Flame, Brent, and Saber? Welcome to the way. Upgrade coming in clutch. Let's go. Let's go, brother. We're at 1443 out of 1,500. The progress today has been crazy, man. It's been crazy. On a chill day like this, it's been incredible. You guys have been amazing. Thank you. Balakuri. Balarkey? You can get like a montage together of me just like trying to read sub names. How about that? I like CS, but get my head ripped off in a half a second gets old. I hear what you're saying. The time to kill is super quick. Would I recommend a controller or mouse and keyboard? I'd recommend you go with whatever you feel most comfortable with, probably. Like, controller is definitely the dominant way to play in Halo. And this game does, like, even though it is optimized for both peripherals, it does feel like it was kind of made with controller in mind first. That's just my impression. But M&K is competitive. If you're more comfortable in M&K, I would stick with it because there are a lot of, like, really high-level M&K players in matchmaking and a few of them in pro play as well. Yeah, really just go for comfort. Let him know, Viltramite. Let's go. LG versus Ryan team. Gen G on right now. We're busy watching Sparty cook, man. He's locked in. Oh, effortless. Effortless. Finds 2 onto the face of Septify. You can't nerf this man with low aim assist. Nerf the aim assist magnetism on this weapon, right? Made it harder to hit headshots. Doesn't look like that on Sparty's POV. This man snapping. Okay. Take it back. That duck out of Boo Boo Doo Boo, that last second duck was a big deal. It's right underneath the headshot. Huss sitting on the edge there, getting as much time as he can before the back smack comes in. Bound took the win in most of the matches, so Shotzi dropped it. Okay. After that, Illy and Bound were challing before they played Money 2s against Echoes and me. Oh, shit. Okay, okay. Was this like late night sweaty money matches, you know? Like till like 6 a.m.? Is that what this was? And then Bound didn't get any sleep, and then he played the scrim against SSG, and they somehow came out dominant. Tomorrow, SR and Nemesis are scrimming, I'm pretty sure. Outside of that, I don't know. I would assume Optic would go live. I think we're going to be eating good tomorrow. I got a good feeling about tomorrow. Glad most of these scrims don't start until like 5 p.m. Eastern. That's the good thing about it too, Zach. Yeah, it kind of lines up with people's work schedules. We've been like consistently showing up from this window to about like 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern, which is just a good kind of like wind down for people coming off of work. Lines up. When's Mind Freaking a scrim? They are actually in a scrim right now with the top LATAM team. I'm not sure what the score is, but Drift is streaming his POV. I think that's the only stream on Twitch for that scrim. I think Mind Freak is boot camping, or, unless I'm tripping. I think they're in NA boot camping right now. Glad most of these scrims don't start till like 5 p.m. Eastern. Or sorry, I read that. Yeah. Well, C9 coming up with advantage off the opening. It's an uphill battle, literally, for Sparty here. Trying to shroud for his teammate to get the A. No way. Oh, he had it. I saw the 5. I saw the vision. Somehow gets out with his life. From low map there, just about denying that player. Ball gets played out. Sab dropped. With the remaining bullets in the bandit. No! He'll still find the kill. Hoobadubu jumping into the wall like that strategically, trying to make it really difficult for Sparty to find the headshot. I respect the patience at his Sparty, knowing he's got a couple bullets left. Looks like a ball rotate to C, all while we say it. Who can fly around the map the fastest? Probably Bound. I put my vote on somebody like a Bound or Legend or something. Last shot zips around quite a bit too. There's a lot of fast players. Huss sticking mental in the back of C. Is that on purpose? Wait. I think he threw a stick from back C while holding bomb, and somehow I think they just accidentally, just like a god team sticky. Do I have a recommended settings for new players to get comfortable on controller? I have like a settings guide. Yeah, I have a 1 minute, like quick settings guide, controller settings. It's a YouTube short. If you check my YouTube shorts, if you're on my YouTube, it's like best controller settings in 1 minute. I'd watch that. Who wins a pro-only FFA tourney? I don't know. There are some pros that are better at FFA than others. That play it more than others. Like Ryan Dube's actually really good at FFA. I think Stellar's pretty nasty. I mean, Stellar's probably nasty at everything. It takes a certain type of skill to be good at FFA. The thing about FFA is, like, generally you don't see the top pros playing it because the top pros are busy competing in the actual tournament. Or the 4v4 tournament, I guess. Actual tournament. In the major. And the people who play the FFA generally don't have a team because they overlap. Or they get knocked out. If a team gets knocked out early, they can play in the FFA. A pro FFA tourney at events? FFA definitely doesn't get, like, the spotlight it probably deserves. There isn't even, like, a ranked FFA playlist. There is a tournament, though, for FFA at every single Halo event. For what, like 5 to 20 grand, depending on whether it's Worlds or something. And there is a community for FFA. They do grind. It's a small one. There's like a Discord for it. King Odeon with the follow. Thank you, brother. Welcome. Yeah, there's a few players in the scene who kind of like main FFA. Like Goob. Is that how I say it? Goobs? He wins a lot of them. And he doesn't play in Force. What is up, you handsome frick? I just saw that, bro. Holy crap. Why are you shouting at me? I don't know, bro. I'm watching Halo. What else do I do with my time? Not much. Just this. Stretch? Nah, what? You stretch. I don't want to stretch. Loud noises. Hey, Timmy. Oh, I still haven't tried your map, bro. I just forgot about that. Fuck. You come in the chat, then it reminds me immediately. Karma was a beast at FFA? That's correct. That is correct. Straight Sick was a beast at FFA. Probably still is. Can they save this? 1 minute to make an impact. Or, sorry, what, 12 seconds. 1 minute on the clock. Out through center map. Sparty cooking everything from range here. Is that bank going to go far enough? Kind of an awkward lineup. That player goes into tower. It's now a wild goose chase. Party's accuracy will make up for it. C9 have the ball all while it happens here. Rotating it through. Long haul for a C setup. Perfect Halo out of complexity. They can actually do this. They got him on a stagger. Wait, too dead. Sparty returns the favor. Nice double. Looking for a triple. Mental on top of that guy. Should be a cleanup for Mental. He's chasing him. Booba dead. All time for Sparty. This is winnable. I think he said handsome frick. With an F. That's a bannable offense. Otherwise. What's he doing nowadays? I don't know. That is a wonderful question. I have no idea. 30 seconds. They're only down by 3. Just got to hop on the ball at the very end. 4 seconds of time for C9, and they can bring this all the way back. Or complexity. I keep getting it mixed up. 2 dead. This big opportunity right here. Long haul. Huss coming out with the tray with 18 seconds. Sparty gonna get on the ball. Sparty gonna get on the ball. They're gonna deny him from gold. At 90, drop it. We get 91 just in case, I guess. 12 seconds. Septify with a huge nade from center map. Camo collected. Septify with 2. They'll get it. With 4 seconds left, C9 wipe out the team, drop on the ball, and that should be a guaranteed dub. Sparty with 3 seconds to get the batteries. I'd be punching walls too. I'd be punching walls too, bro. It's okay. Probably worth waiting till next week anyways. Oh, you're making changes? Okay. Is it the one with the ice? Is that the map? With the ice on the ground? in that outside area. Guess no one has ever told me I'm the Godfather. Wait. No one cares about this gamer community more than... Oh, that's kind of you. I don't know about that. I don't care who you are. All of us have seen at least 2 or 3 of your videos. Damn. I appreciate you, man. Your boy. You definitely are my boy, huh? That was kind, brother. That was kind. Thank you, man. I do love this franchise. Sheesh. Right? You're a Halo fan? You haven't seen a Shyway video? Is that how it is? That's probably how it is. Damn. Crazy.
Ball drop. We have the ball.
Sparty just cooking him. Yeah, his shot is consistent. I don't know, man. I see so many high-level POVs these days. Like, everybody's talented. What separates these players is minuscule, right? It's like a teamwork thing, almost, more than anything. There's definitely some moments and, you know, some plays that players make where I'm like, damn, I don't see anybody doing that on a regular basis, you know? Everybody's kind of got their thing they bring to the table, but there's so much talent individually in this game. It really does feel like you just have to out-team your opponents. You have to out-chemistry, out-strategically kind of, you know, maneuver the troops. Watch this fucking Shyway video, right? Party's a diva? What's up? Does Ether end up in Group D if they get through the open bracket and winners? I don't know what group they end up in, but if you get through the open bracket, you get into the pool. I don't know. I think depending on your placement in the open bracket, so if you like win the whole way through, I think you get into an easier pool. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just like kind of talking out my butt. But 4 teams, I believe, get out of open bracket into pool play, right? Yeah. So they'll get in one of the pools. 58 seconds here for complexity. They did lose that first round. Coming out with a little bit more heat. A little bit more heat this time. Yeah. Did I ever play pro? No, I've never played pro. First time I ever played, like, in a tournament was the FFA that I played in Worlds. And I placed in top 4 for the first 2 lobbies, and then I had a lobby with Furiously and like tapping buttons and command station, and yeah, it was just sweaty, bro. And I placed 5th, and I was out. That was my first LAN experience, pretty much. Actually, in Halo 5, I played in the Microsoft stores, if that means anything. A little bit. But even then, even in Halo 5 with the Microsoft store events, I was like trying to get on the caster chair, you know? I don't know. I'm an online kid. We'll put up the best fight against me in a 1v1. A caster? Probably Wes. No, Goofy. Does Goofy play Infinite? I don't even know if he grinds Infinite. Goofy's not currently casting, but he was a pro player. You know, he's like the most recently pro player out of the commentators, I think. It'd be Goofy or Clutch, who I assume that would be the best. Walshy obviously is a legend, but I think he might be like out of practice. So I don't know if I would expect him to be a demon, but who knows? Clutch was a pro at one point. Pro, he's also coached top teams, right? Like he coached CLG to a world championship back in 2016. So he's got a lot of experience in competition, and also he's buddies with a lot of the top players, so he's played a lot of matchmaking with them. Generally, he is a high Onyx, usually, as far as I'm aware. Like 1900 plus, I would assume. This season, I have no idea. Yeah, he won with Maniac. They refer to that win a few times on the Optic podcast, right? Back in 2009. Interesting tournament as well. Yeah, he won a championship with Maniac and BTH.
this accolade is well deserved.
Yeah, I think it was in H3. I think it was the event that Heinz had there was a mishap with his setup or something. Somebody like kicked a power cable or something like that, or I don't know. In like CTF on Onslaught, I think somebody's setup like froze, and it somehow like costed the series. I don't know too much detail, but it was that event. Triggers Down was like the team that was supposed to win, and then something went wrong, and then you had a unexpected grand finals matchup. Played Reach as well, yeah. He's also the guy who didn't play the ball. Yeah. Yeah, he's the guy who didn't play the ball in Guardian. Most known for that, actually. Nah, imagine. I don't actually know. Please. Sparty from backseat taking on the Horde, bro. Yeah, just trying to delay long enough for his teammates pitching from tower to join the fight, but Manny and Sab overwhelmed him. I don't even know if he got a beatdown. Us coming out with the kill center map, precision. A mixy fight on C-Plat. That ball's going to get picked up again by C9 as they've taken the lead and the momentum at this point. Froze literally as the last flag was going in. That's crazy. Tony is very good. Oh. But like, who would be the hardest competition? I wouldn't put Tony there. Active is, I'd put probably Active a step above. I mean, I don't want to like, comment on people's individual ability, but Active generally is a high Onyx grinder on M&K, so he's not bad. Yeah, Tony's like high Diamond, low Onyx usually. Active is generally a higher rank. I think Tools is a higher rank than Tony too, though. I don't actually know. Is known as a choke artist? I don't know if he's known as a choke artist, but yeah. I mean, that is interesting. Do Halo pros play on Steam or Xbox app? I play on Steam. I think a lot of them do. I really don't know. Like 15 to 1600 in that range usually, I think. Yeah. And then Bravo, I don't think Bravo plays. Bravo used to coach. I don't know if he ever competed much. Onset, I think he's not bad. I think Onset might be low Onyx. I'm not sure. They're not grinders, right? Like, I don't think they're actively grinding the game. I think like Onset and Bravo, they're casting, Apex, they're doing other things. Traveling the world, living life. Yeah. Playing on a Battle Beaver. C9 took that game, huh? Complexity showed some signs of life in that second round, and then it completely evaporated, bro. 8-3 now in the scrim, I believe. Complexity still leading comfortably. Does he save this? Nope. Such a careful peek. Ooh. And he finds exactly what he's looking for. Damn. Clean execution out of Sparty. Not sure if they found the camo. Yeah, that's got to be the camo. Sneaking up into C-Plat. Third snipe goes through. Burn the ammo as well. Got the comms for the team, but his team is dying. Flip the cap into A here. Mental, I believe, last alive in the hill. Teammate on Nest. Or spawning in mud. I guess we'll see if they can support him. Ogre 2 is actually nasty, yeah. Bro, I've been watching his Twitter clips. It's kind of inspiring. He's 40, right? I think he's 40. But his Twitter clips are, like, high quality. He's making some good plays. He's playing in, like, Onyx 2000. I don't know. I think it's really cool to see that. Cool to see him in like a celeb comp, a celeb competition, like an OG's like tournament or something.
Team took the hill.
4 years older than me, so then he's not 40. Does he just call himself 40? Does he just round up as like a joke? Why do people call him? I swear he's been like, what is he, 37? If he's 37, it's not as impressive anymore. I want him to be 40. Just so I know that when I'm 40, I could be Onyx 2002. 38, okay.
Hill control.
He's 39. He keeps getting older as we continue talking about it. Poor guy. Aging by the second. I guess we all are. You bastard. $86. I thought so. I don't know how he keeps his skin the way he does. It's impressive. At what point is you actually Unk status? That might be Unk status. Sparty with a sneaky angle. Uh-oh. And his dummies didn't clear it. Trying to play off callouts and somebody in cuts or something.
Hill incoming.
Dead. Oh, I felt it. Wait. Is there an angle there? Can you do that? I'd love to see a snipe through that, bro. The size of the sniper bullet is larger than the size of that crack. People would freak out if you hit a snipe like that on land, like through there. Hitting a lot of good body shots, not cleaning them up though. For anything over 22, yeah, pretty much, right? I think Unk is like it's like a personality type. It's like boomer, you know? It's like an umbrella term. If you say something in a certain way, you know, speak or act in a certain way, like you can be a boomer. Freshen up my mouse and key skills? No, I like being on controller. At some point, though, yeah, at some point I do want to... Maybe not for Halo specifically, but, like, get better at M&K just to, you know, have that in the pocket. Better input objectively, but most Halo players have been playing controller their whole lives, struggle to transition. In Halo, I wouldn't say M&K is a better input objectively. It's human v human in the end of the day, and Halo's built in a way that I think prioritizes the strengths of controller really well, right? Like the areas that controller excel are areas that are very valuable in Halo's combat gameplay loop. I don't know. Outside of that, yeah, you got a lot more flexibility with M&K. I do find that the keyboard side of M&K is like not better objectively. I don't know. Like, yes, you can hit more buttons, but like you're using so much of your hand to do something so trivial. Like just moving around with all three of my fingers. Like, with all three of my fingers, bro. With three of my fingers. Just seems like a lot. Just standard keyboard stuff. Rarky, damn, bro.
Good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
Oh my god.
He did it. A total of 100 gifted subs to the way. Rarky, hold on. I don't know how many of these VIPs I have. I think I'm running out. But you did it, man. I got to give it to you. Rarky is a VIP of the channel. Brother. See you all up big this Scrim. Yeah, finally putting things together. Here's hoping, Eli. How you doing, man?
That is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
Oh
Apparently
god.
we're popping. Rarky, thank you for the gift, brother. Welcome ITPB Brew Booley, Hush, Senpai and Conwick to the way. Chip McNipper with the first time Prime sub. Let's go, Chip. Thank you, brother. Welcome. Nah, you're GOAT, Rocky. Thank you for all the gifted subs, man. You've been super supportive. Speaking of Unk. How you doing, Eli? Welcome, man. Chat's been calling me Unk. Now, we're talking about Ogre 2 and his Twitter clips. But yes, outside of that, Complexity looking a little more, you know, well-oiled today. Looking like they got a little better chemistry today. Finding some confidence. Maybe C9's having a rough day. It's hard to tell with these scrims from day to day sometimes, right? Like, one day SSG has a super tight scrim with Optic. The next day, Optic is, like, kind of dominating. I'm hoping that Complexity, you know, gain some confidence pre-Arlington. Precision's tweets sometimes confuse me. I'm not going to lie. Like, some of his tweets just seems like things aren't working out. Like, he had that one with SpongeBob. You know, like, anyway. I'm like, is there turmoil at Complexity right now when I see those tweets? Champ Sunday on Easter Sunday? It's also 420, right? Champ Sunday is Easter Sunday and 420 simultaneously. How many of the top players are going to be high? I wonder. Hey, I'd like to see Metal do well for sure.
Outstanding. Enemy team took the hill.
SR, I don't think have scrimmed since like Monday. Gamertag. They were moving over to the Toronto HQ. Is it Ellery? Thank you for the follow. I think that's part of the reason why they haven't been scrimming. So they're in Toronto, the full team. They're doing like a boot camp or something like that. And I think they're going to be scrimming Nemesis tomorrow.
Hill control.
Mandatory blunt rotation before grand finals. Yeah. I don't think COL is paying them super. Oh, is that you kind of reading into maybe the precision tweet? Yeah, I think the current circumstances for this team are, you know, they're fueled off pure passion. Hopefully they got enough to make it through the lane. How to use your Prime sub? Good question. So you have Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, there should be a way to link your Amazon Prime with your Twitch. And if there's any experienced chatters, I should know this considering like it's important to me. There's a way to link your Amazon Prime with your Twitch. Chat will know. Can they just lock this out with 47 seconds, right, Sparty? And back B. Holding it down. He put 2 shots in at just about everybody on the team here. Cleans up Septify. Nice high angle. Snap right there. Something about having to get a real job. Yeah, that's what I saw in his tweet. Something like that, right? I was like, what's going on? You know, like, I thought that maybe there was like vibes weren't great on the roster or something, like, which is unfortunate to see so close to Arlington. But if it's more like if it's something separate, you know, very well could be. Link Amazon Prime once linked. Click subscribe. Click Prime sub. There you go. Perfect. I remember being the easiest. What Rarky said. Hammer. It's looking like GG's right here. Sab put the controller down. Gave Sparty the easy 5-shot to clean him up. And at this point, there's not really much of a comeback opportunity for C9, right? We're in the late scrim here. We've played 12 games at this point. Coming out with a 9-3 performance out of COL. Good looks out of Complexity today. C9 recently 7-7 phase, right? So C9 can definitely do damage to some top-level teams. It's interesting seeing them have so much trouble today. Kind of makes you wonder, like, what this means for Complexity and other matchups. SR's and TO. Yeah, go cast a scrim in the house. In-house? Yeah, that'd be sick. It seems a little like I think that there's value in being together to boot camp, but the tournament is coming up in a week, basically. And they're going to Toronto together and then going to Arlington together. There's a lot of moving around happening, you know? Like, they've kind of missed scrim opportunities this week. Well, Optic and SSG has been, yeah, they've gone at it twice, you know? Going back to Gears when it drops, I could see that. For sure, Grizzly. Hi,
This
Lewis.
is the way.
What's up?
This is the way.
Is it kill? I'm having trouble reading it with the background on top of it, bro. Kill Laker Flow. Thank you for the Kill Lake Keller. Thank you, Kill. Welcome, bro. Kill a Keller Flow. Is it Kill a Keller Flow? Something like that. Sub when you need your computer. Oh, sub when you get your computer. Okay, got you. I appreciate the intention to sub, Ellery. Probably doing photos, videos at the SRHQ. That too, right? Like a lot of different components that are like maybe taken away from their actual scrim time. But I mean, it's Shopify. You know, they definitely, their chemistry, out of all the teams, the chemistry on that team looks A1, you know, looks top tier. What's this one? That is... Wait, what with those teams like C9 and COL? They can be competitive at times, but SR and Optic are so consistently nasty. Yeah, I believe in some of these teams and their ability to break like top 6, maybe threaten top 4. But actually taking down like an Optic or SR, I don't know, bro. Probably not going to happen. The best teams are the best teams, and that doesn't seem to change. Value in building chemistry, IRL too, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll pay off. It is interesting to see Optic and SSG go back to back though within 2 days, right? It's like, wow, these guys are really trying to get some top tier practice in. Another hype chest? We're sitting at 1450 out of 15 hundo subs. Choo choo, baby. Let's get it. Sparty. I've been enjoying his POV. We don't watch it as frequently. I'm kind of locked in here. 3 body shots. Not quite going to hit the third one. Oh my god. Sab just in the wrong place at the wrong time, bro. It lined up perfectly. Collects a repulse for his troubles as well. Does he use it? He will not. Boo Boo somehow shutting him down. Some tricky movement out of Boo Boo right there. Gonna give Sparty a hard time, but progress made to the base. Us looking for an opportunity to at least provide cover so they can get in position to pull. How many overlays do I have? I just saw a follow event from Kick. No, this is Sparty. Sparty's stream has a lot of stuff going on. I think Sparty's streaming in like 5 locations, bro. I'm not sure. He might be on Kick. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, maybe Kick. TikTok? Who knows? Oh, Septify with a shutdown in the 1v1. If you're streaming to so many different locations, what does it do for your performance, I wonder? Still hitting shots. Your experience is different? For sure, gamer tag. And we give it a different level of focus and intention and whatnot too. But yeah, the plays that are being made and the speed, like the pace of the game is just... It is noticeably different at times, for sure, with Optic and SR. You're watching this and you're like, this is peak Halo, you know? This is like... Haven't seen something like this maybe ever. Sniffy missed. Hold up.
Oh, that is just good
Giggity.
Halo right there. That is just
Damn good Halo.
My God.
Sniffy, welcome to the way. Thank you for the prime sub. Let's go. Hopefully it smell good, bro. Hopefully it smell good. Oh my God, Sparty. Cleans it up out court. Should be a second plan. That'll do it. Asked him about that. He said the software he uses doesn't use his PC resources to split the streams to different places. Does he have a dual PC? I don't know. I don't know if it's like a placebo or something. But when I stream to YouTube and Twitch, I do feel like it impacts my game like a little bit more than just being on Twitch. But I could just be like head casing. Twitch no longer having that exclusivity thing. Multi-streaming is probably the best way to get the most amount of total views. 100%. Raging Beaver, thank you for the follow. But it depends on like what kind of content you're trying to produce and how interactive you plan to be with chat. Because if I want to have like, I'm pretty interactive with chat, right? I'm reading YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And when it gets busy, it is tough, okay? But imagine if I had Twitter chat or something and I had like other platforms, Kick, and I'm trying to like entertain that audience too. I would just be a bad streamer. It'd be like, I'd be losing it. There will be a point, I guess, too, if we, you know, really pick up in popularity where I'm going to have to be more selective about how I interact with chat. But I guess, it depends on, like, what kind of relationship are you trying to develop with those other streams. Light stream or something. Okay, cool. Thank you, Eli. Combined. Yeah, that's what I have. Oh, sort of. No, I have two chats side by side. And they're combined into one on my screen. That's right. I'll be ignoring your messages, Toucan. I see that name. I don't even want to know what you said. OS collected. Numbers disadvantage for complexity, but that OS gonna make things mixy. Huss, yeah. Firing squatted, bro. Once Sparty dies to the back smack, there's nothing to protect Huss. Sparty does have a dual PC setup? Okay. Not surprised. Sparty's the king of optimization. Probably got one of the best setups. I can't see his FPS because of that strategically placed ad. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a very high FPS. Ooh, nice patience on the final shot. Pre-nade denied by Manny. Nice repulse. Got it in the back pocket. 2 PC as well. He's routed it in an intelligent way as to not lose performance at all. Yeah, that sounds like Sparty. He's definitely somebody who's like who can stream in multiple places and have it not impact him at all. We'll go through the steps to make sure that happens. Oh, dirty. Kind of dunking on these guys. He optimized too much. Yeah, maybe. And was optimizing so hard, HCS couldn't handle it. Over-optimizing. That was a good win, bro. I'm not sure what's going on. If it's like C9 or struggling or complexity have just figured it out or something, but it's looking dominant, right? Like they just made light work of C9 in that Fortress CTF. My word. What's the best FOV? Up to you. Somewhere between 100 and 110 is usually the play. Getting styled on? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. SGG? That's a successful scrim for complexity, all things considered, man. 10-3? Is that the final score? Let's see who's really popping off. I got my Labubus. They're sending Labubus my way now, bro. Labubu Dubu. Game over, yeah. Oh, this? Little Labubu. He's got like a Prada hat on. I don't know, bro. It's my girl's thing. She's into it. And she gave me one because she's away for 3 weeks. They're like surprisingly expensive and hard to find. But in Asia, apparently they're cheap. So I guess there's going to be a bunch of new Labubus. Teams need about 100%. Yeah, maybe, Eli. Boo does feel like he kind of IGLs, orchestrates the action. He started today with a camera on, too, and made some changes midway through the stream. It says 9-4. Maybe I miscounted or didn't refresh it. $10-4. They got pretty majorly outslay. Oh, actually, this assists. A lot of assists coming in comparison, right? Outslay by about 100 or so. She doesn't play Halo, no, Burn. Not at all. We're just, I don't know, watch shows and stuff. Huss had a better scrim this time around? Huss the second most? No, I got it wrong. Sparty, interestingly, had the least amount of kills on his team. And it was playing well, right? Like, it looked good on our side. Put up with 251. 292 kills out of Precision, nearly 300. Mental with 283. Precision leading the damage board as well. 65 accuracy out of the man, too. 65.5 out of Mental. They're shooting straight, bro. 1.76 KDA out of Precision. He was the MVP of this scrim. It's looking like it. For a guy who's ready to play Gears as soon as it comes out, he's pretty damn good at Halo, huh? Huss's stats looking more in line with the team today, too, right? He's got kills comparable to Sparty, more assists than half the team, I guess. Notable statistics for sure. Weaker scrim for Boo Boo Doo. I do think that that's kind of like the big key here, right? Boo Boo coming out with the least kills in the entire scrim. His accuracy's good. His damage was pretty good. Comes out with the most assists on his team, I guess. I don't know if it was a lack of cohesion or something, but he had damage, yeah. Been slept on? No, I mean, like I said, last year we were talking about Precision a lot, but the final standings that he got for the year with Sentinels sort of underperformed, right? Like, Sentinels kind of underperformed in expectations last year, unfortunately. And I think that's what held him back from owning the spotlight. You know, after he got talked about. Once he got put onto Sentinels, like, he was, you know, in the conversation. And he'll go right back to it if he can find something with complexity, but I think results speak volumes, right? Precision assists and kills are nuts. Yeah, the most in the lobby, right? That's actually crazy. Almost has the lowest. No, he's on the lower end of deaths, but not quite the lowest. Oh, this music is intense. Yeah, safe to say he was MVP overall, though. Well, it was fun scrim, all things considered. It was not what we had anticipated today, right? I got on the stream all excited to watch Woodham. Nemesis and TSM had to end their scrim early, right? They played 3 games. Is she lurking? Not yet, Burn. No, she doesn't burn lurk in the streams, no. Maybe at some point. I don't know. Things have been going well. What am I going to do now? I might just have dinner, bro. Didn't C9 used to have Renegade and Stellar and those guys? They did, yeah. C9 was the top team in the first year of Infinite for the first 2 events, right? And then they, I don't know if it was some sort of financial complications that came up, and they dropped their team and lowered their investment in the esport. Nemesis is boot camping in the States, yeah. So we were on Woodham's POV, he was streaming, and then Druck had his up, and that was how we started the stream today. We're going to watch the #1 M&K player play a high-level scrim, right? It's kind of like a dark horse matchup, too. But Soul Snipe had some sort of emergency or something. I don't know. Unfortunately, hopefully he's okay. And they ended the scrim early. So we made a quick swap to C9 Complexity. Almost got offline after that. Senate Org lost a bunch of money in crypto. Can't afford top tier. I guess that's the more like straightforward, unapologetic way to put it. But yeah, they had some sort of financial complications or something, and then realized they shouldn't invest as much into Halo, I guess. It's cool that they're still around at all. Like, I think people kind of forget that they're in the esport with some of the teams that they had picked up, but they started peaking into, in the spotlight towards the end of 2024 with the they almost have the same roster this year, right? Sab, Septify, Manny almost upset SSG, right? That was a huge series at SLC last year. And people are like, oh shit, C9's still in Halo? Have to go back and watch those 3 games? No, I didn't, Eli, unfortunately. So, like, I got on right after game 3, expecting to watch the rest of it, right? I wish I did, bro. I got on literally, like, clickbaiting the viewers, saying we're going to watch Woodham, and I didn't get to see anything. His stream might have a past broadcast, but, like... So, okay, Nemesis is supposed to play Shopify tomorrow. That's a much more challenging scrim for them. But I hope Woodham is streaming. Yeah, his VOD is still available. On the low.
Oh,
Throw the VOD up.
Not today, friend.
Do we want to watch him play Oddball Livefire? Boot Camp, Woodham POV?
round 1. Ball.
Sentinels is not in Halo anymore, no.
As long as possible to win.
In 1 or 2 games.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Ooh.
We have
Would
the ball.
Sparty have missed that headshot? I don't know, bro. Is that like a little M&K moment right there? Should I just let it play? I have the urge to, like, play back things. Watching it earlier. Some bandit shots that I think come easily on controller are a little bit more challenging on M&K to just whip and hit. Beautiful peaks, though, bro. The long-range fight, you can definitely get stuff done with M&K. Being quick and efficient with those peak shots in M&K, definitely tricky. The way his reticle whips, the speed of it is just something that takes adjusting.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Nemesis getting out with ball here. Woodham going to support his teammate, pushing out cuts.
We have the ball. We have the ball.
One came through the key door there too, going to be rat tunnel.
Shooting, Spartan.
Ball dropped.
Rotate,
We
trades
have
it.
the ball. Ball dropped.
Play Splitgate a bit. He was doing crazy shit. I bet, bro. Splitgate's definitely one of those games where you can see the real capabilities of an M&K player.
Twice next time.
Enemy has the ball.
You were hitting some nasty clips in Splitgate. Splitgate 2 is fun.
Ball dropped.
That sniper is like kind of OP. The sniper felt powerful, bro. Ooh, hit the reload. Wasn't ready for that player in Rad Tunnel. SLG here to clean it up. Ball hole for Nemesis. They do win this game, I think.
Ball dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good game.
We have
I don't know if it'll maintain popularity or get it, but like it's just it felt like a well-built game. Like I didn't have any issues with like online performance, game performance, anything. Right out the freaking download too. I didn't adjust any settings.
Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Active camo inbound.
Oh, shredded.
We have the ball.
Had QT in the back pocket as well, but it didn't matter.
Ball dropped.
If I see something I want to talk about, I guess I could, yeah.
We have the ball. Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Efficient banditry, Spartan.
Ball dropped. We have the ball.
I want to see him snipe.
Victory.
It's going to be a good team player and support his teammate here instead of get the sniper. Cleans up Talik. That's a nice win.
We have the ball.
Damage into a third here.
Ball
Get the rotate out to B. They play it. Cool.
out of bounds. Ball incoming.
My God. Oh my God.
Enemy has the ball.
Spawns, jump nest, gets blaned and repulsed off the map
Enemy
immediately.
has the ball.
I think it could be, yeah. This matchup is interesting because I feel like both of these teams have sort of like an equal opportunity to upset a top team. Because they're both kind of like TSM, I put like 5th place on paper. They have that upset potential. I'd give the same, you know, kind of accolade or whatever to Nemesis. They're a question mark. They're a wild card. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they got top 6.
Keep a tight grip on that, Spartan. Translocator available.
Definitely the best team on paper since Quadrant. Oh my god. Not the greatest escape in that situation, though, right? Like, he threw the ball and didn't hit the G-slide. He just jumped. Easy lineup and kill right there. Probably could have, like, tossed ball, hit a quick G-slide or something, got through. Might have dodged a shot. He probably still would have died either way, but... Nice. Something like that would have been better. TSM 5th on paper, like my expectations is that they're kind of like 5th place. They didn't place 5th online, but even looking at their scrim stats, like they give the top teams more trouble than other teams, you know, like their scrim stats put them in like a top 5, I would say. Their online tournament stats don't. Generational talent, he's definitely nasty. Yeah, I think watching Druck's POV is a treat for sure. Some of the best movement in the game.
Round 1.
Comfortable round.
Round 2. Ball incoming.
We've got this in the bag, eh?
Two of his teammates dead already. That guy's still in B. Yeah, he wrapped. What kind of play can he make here? Oh my, he got the kill. What the fuck?
Enemy has the ball.
He actually got the kill like that? That must have looked so crazy on Druck's POV. Bro, he held the button down through the whole QT.
Enemy has the ball.
He just like kept shooting, right? I don't think he ever stopped shooting. Mid-fall, bat. That's kind of nuts.
Has the ball.
He just held the button down, basically. Likes to pick up Commando. Yeah, Commando on M&K can definitely shred. I think that's a good example.
Enemy has the ball.
Missed the curb slide there.
Ball drop. Ball drop.
Nice. Fights like this are kind of awkward, right? Like, this is like an M&K moment where I feel like if Formal's in this situation or somebody like, I don't know, just a top controller player, they just hit the head, like, right away. And then they peek and get out, you know? But, like, he's taking... It just took a while to clean that kill up, and that exposed him to a free shot from Druck. This is, like, where I feel like the complication comes in. There's some stuff that he does that's like godlike, and there's some stuff where it's just like cleaning up a one shot where I feel like controller just has a better opportunity. Solve the Visa-ish? Oh, Druck? Yeah, here's hoping. I mean, he's on TSM, so he's got a... And I don't know. Border security is not getting any more lenient either. Yeah, close quarters combat, yeah. Scoob, how you doing, brother? 2 hot blonde chicks in his lap. Well, mid-scrim. No wonder. No wonder he missed shots there, bro. I wouldn't hit my shots either. That's just multitasking. You should stream. You're in a boot camp too, right, Scoob? You or Rice maybe should get a stream up. Chat was asking, saying, when's Mind Freak and Scrim one of the top teams? Now that you guys have the, kind of the ability to, right?
Enemy has the ball.
Be pretty cool.
Ball drop. Enemy has the ball.
There's no living that. Yeah? Cool. I'll be on the lookout. I know I'm going to have a lot of different POVs I'm like keeping track of, but I definitely want to get a little bit of your gameplay in there.
Ball incoming. Active camo available.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Yeah, World 2 is definitely good at MK. But there's just no point. Like, he's so good at controller. Just no good reason, you know?
Enemy has the ball.
Fear for his life. Wait, fear his life would be in danger with anyone saying. Oh, okay. Wait, I just got that.
S7 sniper available.
Ball dropped.
Yeah, his ping's at 40. He's in Texas, right? What is happening? Chaos.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Playing LG tomorrow at 3 Central. Okay, cool. Yeah, same time everybody scrims.
Ball dropped.
All right, so we got LG, Mind Freak, and then we have SR and Nemesis as well, I think. Not sure if Optic is scrimming. Ooh, the BR long-range fight getting deleted by Talik. Not coming out on top. Texas server broken at the moment? Yeah, I saw like Optic playing and Bound had 10 ping, like locked basically, and then Formal had like 30. And they're basically in the same place.
Incoming. We have the ball. Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Damn.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Sort of getting caught out indecisive here. Good cleanups, nice kills.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Almost forces the trade. Snipe drone with a flank. And gets out with the QT, but more ball time for Nemesis. Gotta get used to saying Nemesis, bro.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Somebody shoots you in the back. Like, oftentimes if I get shot in the back, I'm like, all right, I'm just screwed. I'm gonna keep running, you know? On M&K, like this guy, at any point in time, I'll fight you. Like, you bastard. Just whip around. You don't think I can't take this
Enemy
fight?
has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Active camo inbound.
Enemy halfway to victory. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
I'm jealous. You guys are all hanging out at Arlington.
Available.
Gotta get me a little stream, little computer setup, booth, little booth. I'll be a booth babe. I don't know what I'm saying, bro. I just want something to do at an event.
Enemy has the ball.
Some way to contribute. So I can be there, hang out, and also contribute.
Ball dropped.
Norm! Holy shit!
Just good Halo right there. That is just
Damn good Halo!
Oh my God.
Norm with the gifted! 10 gifted, total of 149. Norm, are you a VIP? Hold on a second. Bro, I'm slacking out here. Norm is a VIP. You're a GOAT, brother. Thank you so much, man. Vendrids, Witch, Beansy, Calambrez, Bad Kid, Kill Keller Flow, Mickey, John, Crub, and Pukey Bunnies. Welcome to the way. You can thank Norm. This man's been a GOAT for a long time. VIP in my heart? That's right. No, you're a VIP now. I hope you've been well, man. We were watching C9 Complexity today. It finished, though. And this is Woodham's past broadcast. We didn't really get a chance to watch them.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Deal with one of the orgs who will have a booth to do live VOD reviews, movement teaching, watch party in the booth or something. Yeah, just something, a simple watch party I think would be great. That'll, you know,
Ball in.
that'll have me locked in for the whole event. I could bring guests on, have people come by, hang out.
Have the ball.
I do have to try to reach out to an Orgula. I was thinking that, or like reach out to
Another one down.
Gamers for Giving.
Ball dropped.
Yeah.
Ball dropped.
Write a pitch? Ooh, not a bad idea. Show them my statistics.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
At least one more SR versus Optic Scrim before Arlington? I hope so, bro. It would complete the, for some reason I want to say trifecta, but it would feel right, you know? Like,
Ball dropped.
they played a Scrim right before Kason, right?
30 seconds.
Haven't seen him play
remaining.
since.
We have the ball.
Little last minute impression on what to expect for the major.
Ball dropped.
We could also do it like, it'd be boot camp style maybe too. That'd be sick.
Ball out of bounds.
If they're sitting side by side in the Optic HQ, that was a crazy snipe, bro. Holy.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Does he live this? Wait, let me just go back.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
I don't want to see him going raw.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh, no.
We have the ball. Nearing victory.
Active camera available.
Ball dropped.
Ooh. Took a few tries, but it looked beautiful when it happened. Ooh. It's a body shot. Okay. Good.
No scope.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Ball.
Yeah, you can definitely look around so quick. Oh, she said something after that?
Locator inbound.
Truck with the ninja on the feed?
10 seconds.
Nice, SSG cleans it up. Yeah, the only thing you could do, like, or the best way to play it is, like, hug the wall and then, like, slide left and right, like a weirdo.
10 seconds.
Trying to mix them up.
Victory.
Nice. Nemesis won the first one. They won the Aqua Assault as well. I think I'm going to save the Nemesis POV for tomorrow. Hopefully they're streaming tomorrow, guys. We got Miquin live. We got Trippy live. Are there any other scrims happening? I know Ryan Noob is on an org now, right? So Gen G picked up Ryan Noob's team. Congrats to them. Good to see. We still don't know what's happening with Triggers Down. Hopefully they get picked up by somebody in advance of Arlington. Miquin just got picked up by Envy, which is dope. We gave him the raid yesterday. Piggy is scrimming with LG. Gen G versus LG. So that's actually happening right now. I can send you guys over there maybe. Safe to say Piggy's going to be pretty locked in, though. Probably not interacting with chat. How should I say tomorrow? 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 Or tomorrow? I think I say tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll send you guys to Trippy, I think. I appreciate you all hanging out today. I know that the vibes were more chill than usual, but the subs were hype. You guys popped off. We ended at 1462. I really appreciate the generosity, guys. Damn Canadians, yeah. It's my Canadian accent, I guess. The second way is more American. Tomorrow? Yeah, I guess so. It's like, I don't know, tomato. All right, guys, give Trippy some love. Miquin has been coaching. Yeah, go sign up for coaching with Miquin if you guys haven't tried that yet. I got to do that at some point, too. I've been meaning to get coaching in. Might be coaching live right now. GG Nova. 129 viewers over to Trippy. Eli, thanks for hanging out. Scoob, whoever's lingering in the chat. I appreciate you all. Toucan. Have a good one. Yeah, we got to catch some Mind Freak POV, hopefully, too. Maybe tomorrow. Go give Trippy some love, guys. All right, peace. Have a good night, Viltrumite. John Sierra. Barbosa. Appreciate all you guys. Probably be back. Well, definitely be back tomorrow, right? If we got good scrims, I'm here, all right? I'm not going to miss it. Have a good night, guys.